Yeah, hello.
No, I'm not live. My screen is
I
frozen.
am. I am.
Oh,
I know that I'm live.
okay.
Good
We are
evening,
here.
viewers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is special Horizon with Marashe. Marashe, thanks for hosting me.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting
Good
us.
evening. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon, fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen. Friday is a wonderful day. Every good thing comes in. As you see us here, we are here, three of us at the same time. And we will still be three of us again today, later on. Wonderful greetings to home front. Wonderful greetings to home front 2, wherever we have our brothers and sisters and our sympathizers. The voice of the Amazonian woman with the topic, we are staying the course. The mothers have done everything to make sure that the man at the home front, talking with fighters, talking with farmers, dealing with tools, dealing with strict rules, is in the house. Joining with us, our senior comrade and advocate, statesman, I call him King Paddy, a very special person, and a no-nonsense Commander Willie. He's in the house today. Man of few words, much and many. He's with us today. He has a lot made with us to share, to encourage us, to energize us, men, women, children, fighters. He's here not for any joking matter, but to let us know that, well, he knows better. I can only say when I see him, I know all is well. We greet the president and the presidency, we greet the cabinet, and we wish well to the new interim House of Reps, the county coordinators, the chairs, and everyone, man and woman, bona fide Amazonian, vying for independence. You are people, you are great people, outstanding people, people of destiny and integrity. Nobody can take that from you. I will commence by welcoming officially. This is ABC Focus, meshed with the horizon today. One on one with Home Front Commissioner and no other person than Commander Willie. Commander
Thank
Willie, you
you.
are welcome to the house.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot. My respect and my honor, and thank you for having me. Do I have the floor?
Thank you, Marashe. Thank you for hosting us, accepting us to interfere with your very special
Yes,
and
Commander
most
Willie.
consistent program. Most consistent program in ABC
Yeah,
TV.
Commander.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking Marashe. It's
Yes,
like
I
her
can.
line is breaking.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, I can hear
You
you.
getting me?
Um, just that there are some delays. The voices do not synchronize, so that's the issue. Notwithstanding, we are still going to do what we are going to do here. Along the line, it's going to be balanced. Thank you for
Okay.
praising and sustaining Ambazonia. It couldn't have been in isolation. You are there. Amazonians, the women are out here, the mothers are here to cry out for the injustices. And today we have met the man himself, Commander. Commander Willie, you are welcome. You are
Yeah,
the
thank
home
you, everybody.
front. You have a lot to tell us. Where do we stand? Just give us what's up. Where do we stand in all this?
Yes,
Where are
my
we
name is
as far as
Willie.
home
I'm
front
the
is concerned? What do you know that we do not know? Where do we stand?
Yes, thank you, Marashel, and thank you, Mr. Paddy, for bringing me. I want to take time to greet all Ambazonians, to greet everybody in the world. Today, I will mostly speak in English. The reason of speaking in English, it will make it more easier for parliaments in other countries to understand us, to know where we stand and where we're going to. So they will not need any translation. As Ambazonian, we are human. We stand with our local community. We stand with our local government areas. We stand with our county. We stand with our flag. We stand with our anthem. And we stand under the leadership of President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. Do not forget, Ambazonia is a government. Ambazonia is not just a group. It's not a group. We're a government with a flag, with an anthem, with all the wings of the government. We have executive branch, legislative branch, and other branches. But I'll focus more on self-defense. That's a human right to defend ourselves and homeland. And as such, we take this time, this day, to greet Homefront. Formerly, we call it Ground Zero. It's the honor of President Samuel Sako Ikome to switch the name from Ground Zero to Homefront. Reason is that Homefront is where we belong. We would not belong on zero. We are not zero. Zero is a minor sign. And as such, we belong in Homefront. Homefront means what? You have to take the person who is occupying your land to maintain control and command in Homefront. And our men and women are doing it. We want to take this time to thank our local community in the Homefront on what they are doing, their services and sacrifices for the widows and those who have lost their life. We'll stand with you. For those who come to distract us, as we go down the interview or down the discussion, we'll tell you where we stand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commander Winley, for that very impactful start of the Amazonians. I would like to remind you that tomorrow the president will be inaugurating the interim House of Representatives. Thus far, I'm receiving reports from the Secretary of State for Community Mobilization that you have 33 reps from all the counties and LGAs. You must understand that not all LGA in Amazonia, not all the 61 LGAs are constituted. But as you see, as we're moving forward, it's important that this is not all about politics. It has to do with changing the ground game. So we have Commander Willie here to answer some very serious questions. This is leveling the ground so that the president will take the floor tomorrow and will hit it really hard. So, Commander Willie, if I would ask you, how do you look at the situation at hand when it comes to the Swiss mediation? Now, you are a
Yes, when it
man
comes to
that
the
is
Swiss,
on the ground game. So, but what do you think will change the situation? And how do you look at it?
when it yes, thank you, Mr. Paddy. When it comes to the Swiss mediation, unfortunately, or fortunately, sorry,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Before we came to this level as Ambazonian or British Southern Cameroonians, we had our country with every structure and everything in place. So it is the right and duty of United Nations to go ahead and issue our certificate of recognition. We should not have to go through all this meandering that's beaten by the bush. United Nations, they know the right thing to do. They have the right to go back to the record department, pull our file, apologize to us, and issue our certificate of independence. We had it before. It's never like we never had it. We had it before. That certificate can be pulled from the record. Sign it, update it, apologize to us, and hand it back to us so we can take our country and move forward. We are a country. We are not the people of disorderness. We are well organized. We are well united. We are coordinated and correlated. by our LGA local government area, headed by the local government chair people. Some of these chair people, some are women, some are men, that fall under their local communities. We have counties supervised and maintained by county coordinators that work hand in hand with the LG and local government areas. And as such,
Yeah.
we have our
Yeah.
interim House of Representatives. These representatives will represent the 61 LGA. At the meantime, we have work in progress. When it comes to the Swiss mediation talks, this interim government is the sole body that will have that right, that structure, that institution to stand and negotiate with Swiss. Anybody that are big and pull from anywhere and try to talk back doors or close doors and sign documents or fake Dr. Sarko's signature is doing that at their own risk, because we're going to hold the ground, the home front, and fight forever. If you grab Ayabacho, the agent of the Republic, or grab any other person to go sign document behind doors and come and say, oh, you have dialogue or negotiated with Ambazonians, you're wasting your time. To be a leader is not a dreamy job. It comes with responsibility. Ambazonians have shown that responsibility under the leadership of Dr. President Samuel Sako Ikome. He have created LGA local government, county by county. He brought the world draft, the Amber World Draft, and as such, now, the interim House of Representatives. We are a structure, we are an institution, and that must be respected. Country negotiate with country. The Republic is a country, and Bazana is a country. We have our flag, we have our anthem, we have our emblem, we have our president. Nobody will take that from us again anymore. We have our restitutional forces. These are volunteers on the ground, holding the home front. And as such, if the Republic thinks they can pass in the back with any means to go negotiate, then they are wasting their time, because that their deal is dead upon arrival. This interim government will not take any document from the Republic that is fake until all our representatives and President Sako approves it and be present in any mediation that will take place. So if they go grab anybody, grab Ayabacho, or grab individuals, those individuals, they have no structure, they have no LGA, and as such, they don't even know where they belong. This interim government, headed by President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome, is coming to tell the international community, the local population, the men and women, that we're going to hold the ground and fight till the last man standing. Without Ambazonia, there will be no La Republic. Thank you for that. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Commander Willie. You have made some very, very, very bold statements there. And this is telling us that you are aware of something maybe we're not aware. I just would like to know from you, what gives you that mind, that audacity to make such a bold statement?
Well, at such, if you compare Ambazonia with other countries, there's no difference. The only difference Ambazonia is different from other countries is that we have been occupied by La République du Cameroon. We have been occupied by France. We have been occupied by other countries that we don't see. They are killing our people, burning our houses, raping our women, and as such, we cannot let that go. So for that reason, the world should know that we're a country. I will repeat it again. We are organized. We are organized through our LG, local government by local government. We are coordinated. That information passes from the local government to the county coordinators and then to the federal level. We have our Department of Home Affairs. We have our Department of Self-Defense. We have our president. We have our House of Representatives that can represent us in any negotiation or dialogue. As compared to a one-man show where the Republic is trying to grab people like Ayabacho, Akwanga, and the rest to go negotiate, or some few people that he calls or she calls Southern Cameroonians. My question is, all these people, they come from their local government area. They should go back to the local government area. Even in Europe, America, and Britain, you come from a particular government area. You should go there and support the local government area. From there, people will know you and know where you stand. For example, look, last time, somebody like the person working with La République an agent of the Republic called Cho Ayaba. I will not put doctor because I doubt where he got that his title. Maybe a traditional doctor, of course. He went to Britain trying to make oil deal on behalf of Southern Cameroon. That's a one-man show. That's not a government. If it's a government, then all his members of government would have gone and will be aware of the deal he's trying to make. We are not in any deal here. Closed doors. Our deal is public, recognizable, organizable, and visible. A country does not sign deal in the back. A country does not sign bill in the dark. A country signs bills and agreement in front of the table. Everywhere you go, you see it. When America was about to leave Asia, they signed a document openly, a peace talk, or whatever they have to sign. So anybody that feels that they can force the signature of our president or sit behind and say we've negotiated with these people for one Cameroon, they are just wasting time. They are just wasting time. When it comes to Ambazonia, we have our anthem. I'll repeat it again. We have our emblem and our president. We have our restorational forces. These are volunteers. And let you know this. Ambazonia have the strongest restorational forces in the world as compared to La Republique. Our men and women defending home front, they are all volunteers with no training, but they pick weapons to self-defense themselves. They are not paid as compared to La Republique army that are being paid. These men and women on the ground, they have not been trained. They have not gone through any training program. But as such, they are doing a good job to hold, safeguard, defend, and protect homeland, home front, human life, and properties. Nowhere in the world will you see volunteers of men and women, some of them graduates from universities, some of them teachers, some of them parents, some of them jobless people, standing up for the right and the life to sustain homeland. May God be our savior. So help us. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Commander Willie. When I listen to you talk, especially your last segment of your presentation, I just say that if someone does not have a calling, it will be very difficult for this person to exercise or to function in any role that he or she has. If not, you will see they will be struggling, there will be complaints. As you rightly say, these people, our brothers and sisters, are volunteers. You take me back to the time where some of them used to, we call it bathroom slippers, two rope. They will be running in the bushes with two rope, not minding whether there is any snake, any sharp object, or whatever thing. And what did they have in their hands? Stones, sticks, catapults, then guns, and even at the
Knives.
time where their friends or their brothers will even be killed, they will still bury them and move on, you know. And that is a quality that one really needs to be appointed or be called for. We thank them so much. And I would just want to say, what does La Republique do here? What do they do
Well,
here? You know, they say not everyone that calls you Lord, Lord. There are some names La Republique has taken his time. They always seek to acknowledge these people. Former President Ayabacho, as you said, Akwanga, they call these names. Abdul Karim and others. What do you have to say about this? Is there a cliche somewhere that calls for this, or is it just by coincidence, or is it a plot or a plan or something?
well, thank you for that question. What are the Republic call the former president, Mr. Ayoktabe Julius, or Akwanga, or the rest? That's a cup of tea. For we are here to fight, and fight shall we fight. When it comes to Mr. Ayoktabe Julius, I will say Mr. President Ayoktabe Julius, former president Ayoktabe Julius, I want to say it's a shame first to him. As a human being, he's alive. If you manage people, you manage a country as he used to manage. When he was kidnapped by La Republique, he's still alive. It is his duty and responsibility to stay in that jail and say, my people, fight and fight and fight. Even if they kill me, but fight for your right. but he never made that statement openly. He always passed it through proxies. So we do not know if he's alive or not. Number two, he was kidnapped from Nigeria, taken to La Republique. He have no control of himself. The prison guard would tell him, sit down, and he would sit, jump up, and he would ask how high, and he would jump. Up to date, he had never come to the public to address the public, say, my people, you people found me finally. I'm here. I cannot talk. But before I pass my last breath, you out there should find a way to liberate us in here. Because why? He's kept there. He does not know left from right. If they tell him eat, he eats, sleep, he sleeps. So for that reason, while he's still alive, I, Willie, call him, former President Ayoktabe Julius, to stand up, make up a public statement, say my people fight and dissolve the scamming thing like people call a government that they created inside jail. You cannot let the goat and hold the rope. That's what they have done. The goat is inside the jail, and they gave the rope to his what he called his vice. I call on Ayoktabe Julius, I'll say Mr. Ayoktabe Julius, to ignore and make a public statement to apologize to Ambazonia that he does not have the right to say anything and nothing should be recognized that come out from jail. And for that, we can never and will never recognize anything from jail. When you go to Mr. Cho Ayaba, Mr. Cho Ayaba Lucas, I don't call him doctor, I call him Cho because his doctorate degree is questionable. I call him Mr. Ayaba. He's an agent, a double agent for La Republique. When this war started, he came in as an infiltrator to infiltrate us, gather intelligence, and give it to La Republique. That's why you see him flying in private jets from wherever he lives to La Republique and talk to them and get money. And he flies back. They gave him a mission to create what they call ADF. He coined it Ambazonia Defense Force, but it's Ambazonia Destroying Force, so that he can infiltrate our units, cut us, and kill us. Ambazonia Defense Force, what they call ADF, under the command of Ayaba, of which he have no control and no command, it's a wing of B, of Cameroonian B. That's why they can kill and destroy at random. We saw it last time on October 1st. I doubt it, and some of you saw it openly. They marched with some trucks. I begin to wonder, where did they pen those trucks? And I begin to wonder, where the gorilla sits to buy truck. And I begin to wonder, why Abacha have those money to buy those trucks? If not that, he coined and collude and work hand in hand with La Republique. They harass our people, take ransom, kidnap our people, take ransom. Just the way La Republique is doing, like father, like son. Ayabacho is 100% of La Republique. So if they see him anywhere, anytime, anywhere, he's going to sign for any negotiation. They are just merely talking among themselves. He's La Republique agent. So that's all what he's good for. You saw him in Britain trying to sell oil. I repeat it again. To sell oil for the struggle, of which is La Republique gangster man, killing our people. So I come to encourage everybody on home front to stay away from Mr. Ayabacho. When it comes now to Abdul Karim, yes, when it comes to Abdul Karim, I begin to ask this question: which LGA does he belong? We go LGA by LGA. Which LGA does Abdul Karim belong? Abdul Karim is a double agent as such. La Republique sent him to come to Europe to observe, monitor, and gather intelligence from Amazonia, our activities, and report it to them. Upon his return to La Republique du Cameroon in Yaoundé, they took him, kept him in a hotel, and they said he was in jail. He was being fed, showered, and he rested while he briefed them on what to do to infiltrate and destroy us. As you can see, when they released him, he came out fresh, nice looking, no wound, no mark. Because why? He was being fed in a hotel in the name of a jail. Mr. Abdul Karim is playing a double agent. You can see on the ground, like in Bamenda, when they killed a child last time, coming back from school, our people woke up to strike the street. Because to strike the street, you strike when it's hot. But what Abdul Karim did, Abdul Karim, he did like what they call the sheep and the shepherd. He went there, told the population to calm down, and he was moving, and they were following him. He actually slowed down the temperature of the people, not to react against the enemy and the occupier. Yet, he enters Cameroon at random and leave. If it's not a double agent, they could have arrested him, like Barrister Fru Johnson, who flew away. The real people in this war, they are not in that Cameroon. They are not in that La Republic. They are not. They are out of the country or in Ambazonia. So I just come to let you people know that's what is going on. The agents of La Republic, we know them. We know what they do. We know how they talk. Some of them will inbox me and call me and why did you not do A and B? But we are just observing them. So over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Commander Willie. You have just mentioned some names. I'd like to bring a connection. In recent times, we've seen some people trying to take over the interim government, destroy it. In fact, I would say their objective is not clear. They started with complaints, and some felt that there was some sincerity in their complaints, and then they migrated into something else. And today, we now see them purportedly forming another government. I'm talking about Mr. Anu, you know him. I'm talking about the former VP Bongo. I'm talking about John Egawan. These are men you have worked with. Some days ago, they presented themselves as people that are reliable. Amazonians that are watching us, please continue to share because we're getting sweeter. We're getting into the sweetest part of this program. And I like to highlight that we'll be having uh, Dr. Bati, I'm talking about the husband, and we'll be having Barrister Ade and Dr. Yaya joining
Dr.
us
Ade,
in the next,
Dr. Ade,
oh yeah, Dr. Ade, in the next 45 minutes, we'll have them join us and then we'll get to cholera relief. But before we even get to that point, I'd like you to share, those that are watching us on Facebook, continue to share, continue to tell people, like I tell you all the time, Amazonia is free. Now I'm back with you, Commander Willie. What is your take on this attitude? People not just trying to topple the interim government via a clandestine means, undermining our constitution, creating chaos in the entire struggle. What's your take on this? You know, it's important
Well,
that we get to it because you are among those who are enhancing situation on the ground. So your take in this situation is important.
when it comes to take over the government, nobody can take over the government. If you have to take over the government, Paul Biya have taken over La Republique. Paul Biya have taken La Republique, but Ambazonia, nobody can take it. Because we are 61 LGA strong. We are 13 counties strong. If you have to take over Amazonia, it means you have to go to the 61 LGA and take each one. And that's not an easy task. You should be able to challenge the LGA chairperson and the defense chairperson and the local community. That's not an easy task. You have to go to the county and challenge the county coordinator and the defense team. That's not an easy task. You have to challenge our institution and structures and challenge our interim House of Representatives. That's not an easy task. You have to challenge our president and our defense team and our executive team and our human resource team. That's not an easy task. You can never overtake or challenge the government. It's not a one-man thing. If you to challenge Willie, you can challenge me and take me out from my house. But you cannot challenge the government. A government is a system. And as such, Mr. Chris Anu, for the past, while he was Secretary of State for the interim government, he did what he could do at that time, but out of a sudden he drifted for reasons beyond my control. When people drift, you did not fall in the middle because a leaf that falls from the tree has its own gravity that pushes it down. Some leaves fall because they are blown by wind. Some fall because they are too ripe. Some fall because a bird has pooped on it or a bird is standing on it. So when the kitchen is hot, at times some people will step by the side or step aside. When it comes to Secretary Chris Anu, former Secretary Chris Anu, he has said where he stands. He has said where he stands. He has his own TV station. He should go manage it. He's managing it. Nobody is complaining on that. While he was with us on ABC, he did what he could do. And as such, whatever decision that is being taken, it's not being taken by Willie. It's taken by the Ambazonian people. It's not being taken by President Sako, but it's taken under the leadership of President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. Understand this? President Sako do not have problem with anybody, no Ma Irene, no Willie. If you temper with the interim government, you are not tampering with President Sako, you are tampering with the country. My people, if you tamper with interim government, you are tampering with a country. You are not tampering with Willie nor President Sako, you are tampering with a country. It's just that President Sako is our president at this time, the head of government, the chief of our defense forces at this time. So when it comes to former Secretary of State Chris Anu, he has said it time and time again. Oh, whatever he says, you people know better than I do because you people follow him. He said he should just take federation, that they should give him federation. I think that people must have already given him his federation. So he's talking about it. I'm not going to elaborate more on that because it's a waste of time. I do not chase the wind, neither do Ambazonians. Now, when it comes to the former vice president, former President Abongwa Harrison, don't forget, Abongwa Harrison is a double agent embedded into Ambazonian government by Ayabacho. He was introduced by Ayabacho. I know some of these people. I don't say nothing. If you notice, when I come to your meetings, I don't talk. If you've noticed it, I come to all your meetings, I do not talk. The best leadership is a good listener. And listen, when Ayabacho handed former Vice President Abongwa to infiltrate us, tap our information and give it to La Republique, I'm quite aware, and I would like to let the public know if it's a lie, he can come and debunk it. On all our meetings, you've never seen former Vice President Abongwa come on TV and say anything. Because why? His father was a former minister in La Republique government. I say again, former Vice President VP Abongwa, he has never come on any of our TV programs to come show his face outside because they will recognize him. So having to make audios, he does not make audios. He slows down operation. For that reason, and you know very well this is a fact, his father was a minister in the French Cameroon government in the time of Hygiene and time of Paul Biya. So he still have link. All the money that they have stolen from that country, they have given him, they pay his fees in Britain. They pay his apartment and pay his house. So that's why he cannot buy the finger that fits him. So he's an agent of La Republique. That's why all our money was misappropriated and our operations were being slowed down. For example, if we have a meeting and we say, let each LG have their $5 to buy their own material, what he would say is, oh, let's put it together as a package so that way we can buy it and distribute it. They are still working with a colonial era system because that's where their syllabus come from. But I see those things, keep quiet. But we have other options, plan A, plan B, and plan C is always in my table for us to go around, me and my team. I do not work alone. Most of the time, people say, oh, Willie, no. When I come and make a statement or a speech or a comment, I do not sit here alone. I have my own people that we work with as a team, made of men and women of Ambazonia, full flesh and full blood. We sit, cross-examine, and then we educate the public. So when it comes to Mr. Abongwa, Vice President Abongwa, he have been tapping our information and giving to La Republique. Like he tapped it and sent it to John Ngute. He sent it to John Ngute that he should create a pseudo government, so that way they can overtopple our government. If it's a lie I'm talking, I will pull you guys back and let you people see. When they wanted to play African Cup of Nations, what they did is that they came out with a structure, with a plot. I knew it. I never said it because I don't want to disturb the interim government. It's a government. But that information, it was passed the right channel where decisions will be made. So sometimes if our president makes decisions, people might be doubting, or our security people make decisions, people might be doubting. Yes, we are proactive and they are reactive. We're not going to be chasing the wind, dancing and calling President Sako everywhere. Sako will be an anthem in their own country, not in Ambazonia. Our anthem is, we have an anthem already. So they are calling Sako's name everywhere. Excuse my language. To give them respect, they are calling Dr. Sako's name everywhere. That will be the anthem of Marianta government. That's the national anthem. They should be singing it. We're not going to go through that route. When it comes to Bishop John Egowan, Bishop John Egowan is an agent too, working with La Republique. Yes, because every time you see sometimes it sits, it tells you United Nations will be coming, they will be passing through Bamenda, through Manfred to see the roads. And I tell him, over my dead body, that nobody going to come. If they have anything for us, they should leave it in Boya. He said, oh, they should just come and pass. I said, no, sir. Let's put money together to buy material. Very soon he tells you the material is being intercepted by La Republique. And then he traveled from America to Africa. And he's never been caught. What does that tell you? Bird of the same feather. You finish the rest. So when it comes to Bishop John, they call him Bishop. And that's where he got that his title, the name of Bishop. He has been with us. He has slowed our operations, slowed our struggle. When he came and brought the idea, him and Harrison, former VP, they wanted to bring a central command. I was that person that refused that there's no central command in Amazonia. We were going to fight in patches. The more patches we fight, the more difficult for them to bribe us all. If you bribe Willie in Manu, you cannot bribe Kamara in Indian. That's how we're going to fight. That's why it has been difficult for the enemy to do what? For the enemy to break us. In our commissioner forum, Bishop John anthem of the day was kick Willie out. Kick Willie out. Because when I came into this government, when I was appointed by the people, when they called me if I can save my country, I told them that I'm busy. I don't have time for meetings. I do not have time for meetings. If they put me to manage home front, I come to kill the army and to kick them out. I'm not going to have a meeting with you. I'm going to tell the fighters on the ground what to do, and that's all I have to do. Meeting does not liberate people. And they said, go ahead. I said, okay. All Bishop John was kick Willie out. When I came in as commissioner for Ground Zero, the first thing statement I made in that commissioner forum is that no commissioner, no government officials will touch money. We're not supposed to touch money, but we're supposed to guide money and point money where it's supposed to go. For example, in Mezam, I can say, Mr. President, Mezam needs some help. I talked to the defense chief and the LGHA people. Therefore, they work hand in hand, and then I follow that money to make sure that it goes there. I don't have to touch it. When they give them, then they tell me their project and their plan. I just have to enhance it and modernize it and make sure that they are safe before they carry the operation. The president does not have to know that operation when they're going to carry it. Neither certain people don't have to know. The result has to come out and speak for itself. But what Bishop John and the rest were doing was, oh, Willie, you've come and to disturb things. If you give me money now, Willie say, Willie, take this money, go and give it to Kumba. Oh, Meme, who will I give it to? That money is supposed to go to the LGHI people because they vet their defense people. They know their fighters on the ground. So our money was misappropriated in that capacity, in many capacities. They brought the Federal Marshal Program under Bishop John's leadership. It failed. They brought other programs. It failed. I'm not going to see them, naming them. But what passes that Bishop John succeeded to do was to travel all over the place like an ambassador with no result. And again, another thing that fell into this mess was his idea of oneness. Let's put everything together. I said no, because they know that La Republic will intercept it. I know La Republic will intercept it. But some countries or LGA people that do not trust me or trust my department, they still pass behind and put money in for reasons beyond my control. And that money was what? Squandered by people that I cannot call their names at this moment. Bishop John, that's where he got the title Bishop. If he can defend that, that would be a plus for all of us. His behavior, he slowed down operations. His behavior, he diverted funds and sent it to where they're not supposed to go. His behavior have made us to lose life. His behavior have made us not to hold land. When the time by April of 2 years ago, when I said the Manfe Ekok Highway, Bosch Jungle Highway, will be blocked to show control and command, he's the first one that said, no, Willie, it cannot be done. When we have meetings to say this road or this one will be blocked, he said it cannot be done. And then I told him, and alongside the president, I said, give way for those who can do it. If it cannot be done, you do not tell the president that it cannot be done. You tell the president, Mr. President, we've secured Manu, we've secured Indian, we've secured Meme, we've secured Momo, it's remaining in Kokotunja, so we can do. If you say it cannot be done, when will it be done? The president is not there to tell you what it should be done. You're supposed to tell the president, this is what we've done. Then he can guide you and say, I suspect this. We're not supposed to wait for the president to come and say, hey, gentlemen, let's go do this. No, his hands are full. He appointed us there because he cannot be everywhere. The president, Dr. Samuel Sarko Ikome, when he appoints you, he means that he has handed some powers to you. Celebrate and manage what you're supposed to manage. This is a voluntary service, we understand. If you cannot do it, you better leave. When it comes to Marianta, I want to thank Sister Marianta. I want to take this time to appreciate Ms. Marianta. And I want to call all ambassador women to stand up and be responsible and take leadership position. But when it comes to Ms. Marianta is an agent of La Republique as such. The sister or the brother is John Ngute, the colonial prime minister in Yaoundé. The colonial prime minister, he wants to destroy this interim government. That's why he passes through VP Abongwa, Chris Anu, and the rest to destroy us. And Bishop Egowan, let me backtrack. When they wanted to play African Nations Cup back then, what they did was that they say they want a central command. I personally will say he ain't going to work alongside Prince Ayamba and other colleagues who say no, we're going to work. We're going to fight in patches. So what they did was that they asked each county and LGA to send a list of defense chiefs in the LGA and counties. When they forward those names to them, they went and they changed those names. But they forget. They think that Willie will just be sleeping. No, I cross-check each county's name and LGS to make sure that what they send me a copy. When it did not go, it was voided. I sent it to the president, and those names were cancelled. So that was their way to take over. So when it was time to play the ball over there, our people were focusing for position, fighting for position. Oh, I was a defense person for a year. Why did you remove me and put me over here? So that caused a conflict of interest. Instead of people to focus on the football that was being played, supposed to be played, people were focusing on the position, who was fighting where. So that's how they were doing it. And their aim was that kick Willie out. And I asked them one question, make an audio and tell Ambassador people that Willie is being kicked out. I'm not going to say anything and then you get the answer yourself. If you cannot deliver a result, then take a report card back to your master, to Yaoundé. Tell them that they have sent you, they have failed. So when it comes to Ms. Marianta, as they are trying to make negotiation, as the international community is hanging on La Republic, all what they can do now is for what? The colonial prime minister of the
Commander
Republic,
Willie,
yes.
can I just come here because you've
Yes.
really outlined some things here that I believe most of us, our jaws are like, are we really here? Or where are we? Are we in a foreign
You
place
know,
listening? You know, all this talk where you don't talk and so me self, I don't say, hey, now only you want. How many people they be feel know all these things? Maybe the thief people they not before fit go as far as they don't go. But thank God, themselves they don't create bottleneck for themselves. As you don dey talk, you dey call woman dem, you don dey call Marianta. Wetin don happen? How e go be now wey dem don turn wey you say no man no fit take government, no man no fit take Amazonian government. Dem turn sotey dem don go put Marianta dey say na president. So I go like am say make you still continue tell Amazonian people dem wetin wey dey behind dis thing.
Yes, fellow ambassadors, the time have come when the international community is putting pressure on the Republic. Not just the international community. I will call our ambassador restoration forces on the ground. They are putting pressure on the Republic. As I go down the list over this interview, I will list out what we've achieved so far. But now let me focus on through the light of Marianta. La Republic have taken Akwanga, have taken Ayoktabe, have taken Cho Ayaba, and now what do? They rally and they have chosen the sister of Paul Ngute, John Ngute. Let me excuse my language. The colonial prime minister of Cameroon, so that to groom her, so that to make her a president, so that way they can carve our interim government and break it down. But I want to let the international community know they gave Marianta a 4-month mandate, knowing that by September, United Nations will be sitting in Washington, and they don't want to take this nonsense or this lie from France anymore. That things are being under control. That we've been talking to they're talking to the Ambazona people. That's why you see on home front, the Republic is organizing soccer matches, football matches, and as such, effective all those matches are being banned. So anybody that go to play any football match on behalf of say things that come back to normal, they do so at their own risk. When it comes to Marianta, they've given her a 4-month mandate. Before she even find her office where it's located, the 4 months is over. She will not be able to find her office nor a chair to sit. She belongs to an LGA called Indian. She's not participating in any of their activities. She's never been a chair lady in Indian or in Ambazonia. She have never held any position of responsibility, nor been even a cheerleader in any class organization, even a class captain. She have never managed anything. She does not have no structure. She does not have nothing at all. This interim government was built by the people under the leadership of President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. The self-defense was brought up, built, manned, and is managed by President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. So when it comes to organization, under the leadership of President Samuel Sako Ikome, he built the LGA, local government, he built the country, he helped to build and modify the self-defense unit on the ground that are fighting, He brought the amber war draft that helped to substantiate, provide, protect, and defend home front. And as such, he have an arm wing of the refugees that take care under leadership of Dr. Tita. We have other department I'm not going to call. I'm going to focus on Marianta. Marianta is a sister of us. But at this time, he will eat with the enemy, dine with the enemy, there is an enemy. So whoever sit with Sister Marianta to discuss anything, sign any document, is just a waste of time because that's a sister of John Ngute. And I would like to let you know, all Ambazonians, whether they are serving in La Republic or serving with us, they have Ambazonian DNA. If it's a lie, I'm saying, when the former colonial prime minister went to Bamenda, he made a statement. I never made it for him. He said, the time is past due. Let's take our country back. So for that reason, Ambazonia, we take our country back. We've taken it already. As we go down the list, I'm going to list all the ways that we've taken our country. So over to you. I want to thank you for this situation at this time. So
Yeah, thank you
whoever goes
very
into
much,
the Mariana,
Commander Willie. You have said a lot. Man, you know what easy today. You know,
Attention,
usually Horizon is done mostly in pidgin so that our mothers can understand. We will, as soon as Commander Willie leaves the stage, because there's information. He hinted me that some of the things he would like to say is not just for Amazonians. He would like also the international community to get this information in a language they can understand. Commander Willie, we're not done with you yet. You have about 15 or 20 more minutes to be with us. But before we even get to that 15 minutes, I think we still have about, if I'm not mistaken, Manu, we still have like 4 questions for him, right? So I want to take this one.
Right.
La République du Cameroon is pressing on. They are also telling people they are winning the war. So how then do you stand to justify your statement on this platform that Amazonia is winning the war? You are a
yes.
technician on the ground. So talk to us.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for this, Mr. Paddy. La Republic say they are winning. They are winning. They are winning. They are winning, and they always have that connotation that things are under control. And not, but they are far from the truth. If you look at it, before Southern Cameroon was born, I was not born. When we came to this struggle, our forefathers, they have been fighting and fighting. When La Republic managed to take over whole of Southern Cameroon, they did not kill our armies. They did not kill them. Neither did they kill our people carelessly then. When I came in, or we came in under my leadership and the leadership of Dr. President Samuel Sakwe Kome, I will spill it out here. We did not come in to kill our big army. That's not our target. Our target is not to come and kill the army. It's to kill the economy. When we kill the economy, we kill the army. I said it and I say it again. We come not to kill the army. We come to kill the economy. We kill the economy, we kill the army. An army does not fight with an empty pocket. And as such, we have crumbled the economy fairly. We have a self-defense. We have a command and control of the roads and major highways. At random, at any time, we want to block any road, we block it. We've emptied their banks. Their banks have closed. We've closed down their factories. Their sucking machines, factory sucking machines in Ambazonia have been closed. For example, we've banned brasseries not to enter in our territory anymore. We cannot manage a territory with a lot of drunkards. A country will not be run under the leadership of drunkards. So Ambazonian forces, yes, we can sustain with that alcohol, with that beer, with that wine. We have our local share. We have our local palm wine that have vitamin A and other vitamins that I'm not going to go deep into that. We've crumbled palm oil, the oil company that gives oil to them. We've crumbled Sonara, the petroleum company. Sonara now is not producing anything. They are all buying and selling. And as such, he who buy and sell and does not produce is just like a car sitting in a drive-through. So if you have a car that is sitting in a drive-through that does not move, you should never say you have a car. Because a car is the one that moves. You have a car when it moves and it can carry people from point A to point B. So Sonora is a sitting duck. We've crumbled Cafeco, it's a timber company headed in Manfe. We've crumbled Cameco. That's owned by Paul Biya's daughter and Paul Biya family. The timber company have been burned. All the trucks burned. The military base, they burned. And as such, when we burn the military base, burn the truck, nothing left on top. You know me. We don't keep nobody. You come at your own risk. Total in Manfe as such. We crumble the Total in Manfe. There's no Total anymore. The Basic Bank, they have a bank in Manfe, is closing. It's closed already. They call it Basic. It's closed. The timber company in Manu is closed in Osing. The processing company in Kumba is closed. The wood processing company in Kumba is closed. The one in Nguti is closed. The Kumba Highway railroad station is closed. They cannot transport it from Kumba to Mbanga anymore, neither from Mbanga to Kumba anymore. We are not begging these people. We are not begging the Republic. We are the one feeding them. A woman, a mother has the right to close her pot and open it only to give food to a special one or a special need. Mara Shell, you are a mother, you have kids. Sometimes you do not give your kids the same ration. You open your pot, a stranger might come to your house. If you think they have good behavior, you may open your pot and give them some. If you don't like them, you might as well cover that pot. So as such, we do not like La Republic, we're going to cover our pot. So that pot we shall do. The tea company in Indu, we've closed it. They call it Dawara. The Passat in Babanki, we've closed it. The Basingi Fish Station, we've closed it. Then Dubu Milk Processing Company, we've closed it. The Iraq Bambui, we've closed it. CDC, Pamol, we've closed it. Rubber Estate, we've closed it. The one in Ekona and Moyoka is closed. The only one that's operating now is the one in Edi now. And with time, we're going to know, as Dickin Tasang Wilfred say, we're going to know who control Ambazonia. So while we are closing all these things, in the days ahead, this is not a warning, nor a threat, but this is real. In the days ahead, in La République du Cameroon, they will not be able to buy even a single banana. They will see banana like this, it's about 25 francs, but they will call the banana, they will not be able to have money to buy it. Because all the refugees in southern Cameroon, some of them have gone to La République. Some of them have gone to La République, have put pressure in their houses. If you are making 2,000, I don't know their currency, you are making a certain amount of money a month, and you have 10 people in the house, factorized among 10 of you. That's the stress we are giving them. We have forced La République. Some of the kids, they cannot even go to school anymore. And we're going to still go with economic sabotage. We're going to press them and squeeze them and force them. We are not begging them for negotiation. We are not begging them at any time for negotiation. We're going to squeeze them and force them. As President Sako said, no Ambazonia, no La République. So will it be. We're going to force them. We are not begging them. We have the knife and the yam. We're going to cut their share. So in the days ahead, those who are staying in La République, they stay there at their own risk. Now, if you have a father who have come to Ambazonia to fight, if you are a La République person, if your father does not come back or you've not heard from him, he's dead. Ambazonia will not have jail. This is order on the ground. All Ambazonia restorational forces, we do not have jail to keep anybody. If they come to kill you, you kill them. If they come to burn you, you burn them. If they come to give you flour, you give them flour. And as such, Yaoundé, you will see more grapes and more flour. In Ambazonia, we are well organized. We have all departments that you can imagine. When I came in as a commissioner for Ground Zero, the first thing I did with my department, or we did, was to draw a training program, a training plan. That's why you do not see our men and women dying on the battlefield anymore. We've reduced the rate at which our men and women die. No fighter of fighting age goes to the battlefield on the first day when they join any unit. They have their training, they have their assignment, and as such, we appreciate them. They have, each department have a community liaison officer. That when there's a problem in the community, sometimes people come on TV and just bring this community is doing this. No, I did not say nothing. All I need to do is to contact that commander in that region, and the commander, the liaison officer, community liaison officer, he goes to that community and talk to them. So sometimes when you see people gather, our fighters gather our parents and they are talking to them, you might just say, oh my God, they have done this. I thank the boys that infiltrated us to commit atrocities, to say they're amber boys. Our men and women know them already. Their penalty, I cannot call it. We don't have jail. We are gorillas. As gorillas, we keep you on the tree. I will move to the next tree. So at this time, those who infiltrated us, we know them. And La Republic is doubting, how do we get this information? Me, personally, Willie, I asked 3 of our fighters to lay down their weapons and to go to the DDR center. Because they told me that, Willie, we're going to die for this struggle. So they laid their weapons, they went to DDR center. They are there in DDR center. They are giving us intelligence and information on how to navigate these people, what to do. The Republic will tell them what they want to do next. Our
Commander,
intelligence officers in DDR center will tell us. I will go intercept them and wipe them all out. So DDR center, we thank you for opening DDR center. We are in there. You people begin to come. We'll be wiping you as we are sending information out. Before you come out, we already know. Yes, over to you.
wow, wow, Commander Willie, a
Yes.
no-nonsense commander.
Indeed,
I
no
remember the
nonsense.
day. I remember the day I sent you a text message. You told me I don't have time to read text. Just make an audio. I can be driving and be listening. So
Yeah.
because there's no time to
No,
stop
there's
and
no
read.
time.
Thank you
Well,
very much. That
Mara
was
said, no, that,
beautiful.
yeah. The problem is that in this revolution, like former Vice President Bongwa, what they have been doing, they call what they call diversion. They have been pushing me things. I read this 6 pages, 7 pages. At the time of war, Gorilla do not read. I don't read nothing. We have departments. If you have any questions, send it to our departments. Even in Manu, we are structured and organized. If you have problem with security, send to Prisayamba. You have problem with finance, send it to Dr. Ombia. So when you send those things, you push it to them. Those names have been forwarded to the local government. So why are you pushing it to me? So it's just to distract me so I can focus and be reading books while they're killing our people. It will not work. I focus on the gun and the trigger and the popcorn. That's my best thing.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really, that's true. I can attest to that because somebody even said today that they take a dictionary, put in front of them, and they start writing long essays for people to waste time. Some using those long essays say, oh, my, improve my English. Let me learn new words, not knowing that it's a tactics. Thank you for bringing that here. At war, we don't have time to read
No
literatures.
time.
We could always do messages on bullet points and let our people know what is at stake and what we have at hand. Thank you very much for the marvelous job you are doing. And I'm so pleased to hear. Yes, you know, death rates is something that I think, let me not say it because some people will say, ah, why are they saying strategy? God is on our side with the wisdom He has given you people and to put people like you in place to do the things you are doing. No nonsense man. I know it from the beginning. And this character, I pray nobody can even take it from you, you know. But there's one thing that is roaming with us. War is war. And we always say the
Yes.
people's attitude towards war will surely determine their winning process or the outcome of the war or whatever that might take place. The people's attitude. You know, we just see that for the past time, for some weeks now, or even when things are happening in America, some people say Black Lives Matters, some people say all lives matters. And then, but for 5 years now, the Amazonian war has been going on, and another recent war that is shaking the whole continent, the Ukrainian war, it's just been going on for some months, not even up to weeks to months. And I would just like to ask, what do you think that the Ukrainians are doing differently, or why can't Amazonian copy the situation that is in Ukraine so that maybe, you know, not that we are not doing our own thing, so what you've done has really taken us milestones, you know, towards a positive direction. But, you know, I just want you to, like an expert, why can't Amazonia just do some of the things Ukraine is doing, or what do you suggest?
Yeah, Mara said, thanks a lot. We are measuring two things here. We are measuring two things here. We are measuring black and white. Ukrainians are white people, Ambazonians are black people. That's the fact. And in the world we live in, there's inequality. They give preference to the white first. You can agree or you can disagree, but that's the fact. Um, in many situations, you've seen it. Ukraine is a full-blown country with a president, with a military wing, and their military are being paid, and their structures are in place. They are on the ground in their own country. We are Amazonia. We are on the ground, on home front, partially, and on the air, partially. So if you can understand that. Number two, Ukraine is a full-fledged country governed under the United Nations. Amazonia is a country governed by Ambazonians, invaded by La Republic, and then sidelined by United Nations. You understand? So when it comes to Ukraine, Ukraine have trained military. They are being paid. As compared to Amazonia have what? Voluntary people. You cannot compare a volunteer with a paid person. The only difference is that a volunteer is stronger than a paid person. Amazonia Restoration Forces, if you put them one-on-one with the Ukraine army, Amazonia Restoration Forces are much more stronger because they are not being paid. If somebody said that they are willing to die for their freedom and they are not being paid, you can never win that. But in Ukraine, their military are being paid. Their military have been supported by United Nations, supported by America, supported by other countries. Before this war started in Ukraine, they have their weapons already in place. Ambazona, we do not have nothing. We have just determination. The determination and leadership of President Samuel Sakwe Kome, who brought self-defense, have carried us so far. As compared to Ukraine, and presently Ambazonia. If you notice, when this war started, former President Ayoktabe Julius, when they burn our houses or kill our people, he will just come and make speeches. They are killing us, they are burning us. Then they see a young woman, they shoot on the leg. They see a young girl, they shoot or rape. When President Sako came in, he said, no, self-defense. Our people started fighting back with blades, with knives, with anything that they can throw on the enemy. And the enemy begin to do what? Begin to pull back. Could you have believed that we were able to fight and fight when I was a child? Back then, when a military person, a gendarme or a police, wash your clothes, uniform, and hang on the rope, we do not even play football beside our uniform. Because we're scared that he's going to beat us. I'm not making this up. Ask other people. They're going to tell you. When a gendarme hang his uniform, we did not even pass by the side of the uniform. He's not there, just a uniform. We're scared that he's going to beat us. Even gendarmes, they are kids. When we play football, we did not match them or play rough with them because we're scared that the father is going to come arrest us. But can you believe that we'll pass that level until now when they see us, they run away? Like, sing in Manu. Well, I tell them that, kill all the army you see. If you say you catch them, I say keep them for who? For Christmas? So that's the reason. When it comes to Ukraine have no CPDM. Don't forget this. Ukraine have no CPDM. But in Amazonia, we are infiltrated with CPDM elites, political parties, and some of our parents married to La Republic people. And some of our people are agents to La Republic. For example, I will call his name Fele in Congo or Success in Congo. He's working with La Republic hand and gloves. But at the same time, it's a good thing for us because why he's tapping information and giving it to us too. We know that because last time when they sent 8B officers to pass through Manu to go to Nigeria to arrest our people, 8 of them, when they sent them, 6 of them were intercepted in Manu and killed. Point close range. Yes, they came there, they dressed like farmers, some of them cocoa farmers. And when they were intercepted, they wanted to run, all of them were shot dead. And guess what? La Republic already giving money to Congo, in Congo failure, and it's eating. You think that all this information that comes in, how do we know? But Ukraine is a country that they don't have all this political CPDM kind of thing. Another, moving forward, inside Amazonia as compared to Ukraine, there's CPDM that is inside Amazonia that have come to destroy us. They're helping us fatly and bigly. Because most of the time when they have this occasion, if the SG is going somewhere, who give us intelligence? The CPDM people. They give us intelligence that we are going here, we are going here. Do not forget, all Ambazonian people, whether they wear CPDM clothes, they have the Ambazonian DNA in them. All of them. They will say, oh, we are going for a meeting here. We're going to go with 10 army with 2 trucks. Army will guide us. Army will guide us there. We'll get information, intercept them. That's why no CPDM person die when we ever attack the army. Look at it that way. The army dies. Because why? We already know where they are standing, where they station. We intercepted before time. Like John Ngute, remember, in Indian, he inboxed and gave that information. That's why the SDO was hit on the road. He said he was coming. We knew everything. If not, I don't stay Yaoundé. How do we know all those things? The people in the center, they tap information and give to us when the deal is coming, who is coming where, and then they tell who to sit where. That's why the deal was hit alongside his convoy and a direct hit.
Let them not go
So
and
when it
close
came,
our centers, though. They should not close
what?
the centers for us.
Well, the
Indeed, they
DDL
should not
center,
close.
the DDL center is there for a
Bottleneck,
purpose. We are getting, yeah, it's there for a purpose. The DNA is there.
yeah.
If I might be wrong, correct me. When Nambere one time came to Kumba, what did he say? This is our land that I'm standing on. What does that mean? This is our land that I'm standing
Nobody
on.
can take it from us.
He said, he made that statement. There are people my guide them, go whatever they do.
Ambazonian land, to be precise.
They are still giving us
This is
information.
the,
Last time, Congo failure carried people from Nigeria, flew them to Cameroon to go showcase that, oh, things are coming back to normal. People are flying, and then they gave him money. He pocketed the money, and those same people, they came back and went back to Nigeria and met him because some of them, they are his friends. But all the agents of the Republic that they have sent to go intercept our people in Nigeria, they are passing through where? In my backyard, in Manu. They are passing in our backyard in Manu. If you are a Manu person in the military, we'll catch you, still kill you. We can know you. Because our fighters in Manu have taken oath, traditional oath, yes. All our fighters in Manu have taken traditional oath. They put that in the medicine. It's not a joke. So if you think you can infiltrate us, we've already infiltrated them all, La Republique. We're in the system, we're in the government, we're everywhere. That's why you see actions in Yaoundé and Douala, they're happening the way they're happening. And in the days ahead, they're going to get more. The time will come. They're going to get
wow.
more.
Thank you very much, Comrade Willie.
Wow.
I think this is going to be one of our last segment of our questions with you, if I'm not mistaken. But then you've discussed a lot about President Sako, how he came, the ground game changed. That's something I noticed from the beginning of your discussion until now. Very succinctly, very briefly, what do you really think about this man, President Sako? At the precipice of our liberation movement, this is a man who previously, I would say before now, was surrounded with wolves. Those he entrusted responsibilities to. Even his own baby, I would call it Team Act, is acting strange. Those whom he called brothers are acting in a disgraceful behavior. There is Cameroon that is after his own head. And Ambazonians selling cheap to Yaoundé are trying to fight him. I'm talking about some Ambazonian born. The forces on the ground are looking up to him, whereas resources are being misappropriated. Now, I do not want you to answer all of this. I want you to look at all of this, look at this man, and talk to us as a military, with the military intelligence you have, and administration and diplomacy and politics. What do you think
Well,
about President Sako?
President Sako have his own weaknesses and his own strength. He have his weakness that I don't like. He gives trust to people a lot. That's what I don't like about President Sako. Yes, he's my boss. I can say it. Yeah, he gives trust to people a lot. But that's not how the world is. He came to this revolution. He thinks that everybody's in the same boat. That's why he gives trust to people a lot. When he gets to know you, he gives that trust. But not knowing that the trust did not go the way it was intended to. Do not forget, in war, you must gain money, you must spend money, you must lose money. That's a fact. Because if you do a balance sheet, you must show money coming in, money wasted, money accounted for, and money hanging in the air. If you've done a calculation in economics. President Sako is a winner. Yes, President Sako is a winner. President Sako have challenged and is championing Ambazonian revolution fatly and bigly. His competitive advantage as compared to the other people is 100%. No turning around. He has made this statement clear. If the independence of Ambazonia is not reinstated, La Republic will not have a country. He brought self-defense. President Sako has brought self-defense. President Sako control, manage, supervise, observe, coordinate, and correlate 61 LGA, 13 counties. None of the other people called Ayabacho can prove that or can provide that. No Marianta. President Sako organized, supervised, and coordinate refugee efforts. Every Nigeria, you've seen tons of trucks going there under the leadership of HSS, Dr. Tita. They have done that. None. Akwanga, Ayaba, zero. They have never given a dime. I'm not talking one bag of rice here. I'm not talking a bag of rice. They can buy a bag of rice and give somebody and make audio. Oh, we're giving rice. I'm talking tens of this. Like what draft? $10,000, $20,000 is shipped to Nigeria, shipped to other places. President Sako, under the leadership of President Sako, he have championed, enhanced the prisoners. I'm not going to call Ambazonians in jail prisoners. I'm going to call them kidnapped people. They have been kidnapped. A prisoner is when you commit a crime, you've been judged and sentenced. Our people are kidnapped people. So we should desist to call them prisoners. These are not prisoners. These are kidnapped people. So the Republic is kidnapping. So President Sako have championed and is assisting the kidnapped people that they have put in jail. You've seen food drive, you've seen money drive, you've seen medical drives that they have taken care of people who are in jail. You've seen President Sako under his leadership. He have done that. I don't think Akwanga nor Ayaba have done it. Or they can do it. You cannot see it. No, Ayuk Tabe, you cannot see it. You've not seen them do that. Through the LGAs, President Sako have empowered us, show us the leadership. For example, in Manu, we do fund drive from Manu. Sometimes we say refugee month. We collect small stuff from Manu forums. We send them to Nigeria or to where our refugees are. We take care of Manu people and other refugees. President Sako have given the power back to the LGA, back to the local government people, back to the counties, for them to manage our affairs while he supervises and oversees us to make sure that we move. Under the leadership of President Sako and under my Department of Home Affairs and Defense, we've made sniper squad. We have a sniper squad. We have popcorn squad that will train people. They can use popcorn remotely. They can use it manually. We have homemade stuff that will supervise them and will train them. And each popcorn squad have what we call a safety officer. Yes, that's why you do not hear our men dying of popcorn, being killed by our own popcorn. Because we have safety officer who supervise and make sure
Commander
that the popcorn,
Willie,
they're up to date. Yes,
Commander Willie, wow,
yes.
wow, thank you. I wish we could just have you here the whole day. And I know your hands are equally full. You are even talking now to rush to somewhere. But then we still have some few questions for you. I just want to let the
Yes.
Amazonian people know, everyone listening to us, that this is the horizon. But today is a special horizon, a very special one, with a no nonsense man, one on one, with a no nonsense Commander Willie. I don't need to add anything again to this statement. You are listening to him, and please share this link, share the Facebook link, the YouTube link, any link that you have received so far on this program. Share because I tell you, huh, myself, I am full. I am just blessed. I'm just so happy. I'm just so, overwhelmed knowing that people, there are rugged people, no nonsense people who are down there following instructions. When you keep listening to the propaganda that liars, coopers, coupe de route, kidnappers, they highlight their stupid and demonic activities. Bona fide Amazonians may sit there thinking that, oh, it's over. Why don't we just go away? Why don't we leave it? But listening to the man who has control, one thing I appreciate him, he doesn't talk for himself. He doesn't talk out of pride and insolence. He links from where he's coming from, what President Sako has done, and they do together to make home front, to assure the Amazonian people that we should be resilient. We shouldn't give up. You know, you listen to some of the things, you ask yourself, is it true? But they are true because if you know who is Commander Willie, he will not come and just be talking to himself. He doesn't. So personally, I really appreciate his presence here. He's so fabulous that I just say, wow, this is a day. And if you are listening, please share. This is a special horizon because after this segment, the medical doctors are coming also to talk. They are coming to educate, to sensitize our people on this other kind of sickness that is taking over our people. So please, you will just stay tuned. We still have 3 or 4 questions with Commander Willie. We will come and rush this program down in our country talk. Then the medicals will come in, the medics will come in, and we will continue the program and still educate ourselves because education is key. Education not mean I say you only go school. No, education na when you know wetin wey dey happen, dey tell you something, you get am and you know am, so that make no man no fool you. Even this one that Commander Willie is tell, is education. E dey educate women who know say dem for defence for khaki dem no dey sleep, dem dey do
Yeah,
work dem wey
yeah,
all man know. Yes.
yeah, Mara, before you take those last two questions for coming, I really make I just give this announcement for Ambazonia and let them watch. When I sorry a day up, newsroom don't just indicate say they be ready for come live. So we'll go there immediately. We'll finish with the next segment where Mara just announced and for una. We'll still get again like 1 hour for day una. We'll get Dr. Yaya, we'll get Dr. Lobati, we'll get Dr. Ade, where they can talk for we, especially with people who are there for Victoria, that face all the challenge. Immediately after that, we go get news today. I sure say you know no one miss the news because we uncle lady today na even birthday, so the energy we go take and for deliver the news go surely be na that kind birthday energy. We no one miss the news. Immediately after I finish with the news, ethics for an emerging nation when Mami Dorothy, the coordinator, will take place. So in about 5 minutes, I will still be back with we here. All night we'll be together. So when I stay, when I those way that they watch we, when I picking share because the 1 hour we remain for more talk with doctor them go really plenty. When I picking share back.
Today na
Mara, over to you.
Friday. Today
Yeah,
na
today na
Friday
Friday.
no, una just done take mix something begin dey drink am then dey lis ten as wey doctor go come while with this segment so massa. Commander Willie, thank you. The remaining two I wan ask you, there's so many things I wan ask you in my own way, the way I wan fit frame my own questions, the way I would have really loved to frame what I want to really ask you, but I hope that I will be able to invite you one on one as a mother, as a woman, to the woman's platform, the horizon, so you come and encourage the women and the women fighters in your folks. We are going to invite you. Please, you will make out time and come for your wife, for your mothers, and for your sisters, and for your daughters. Please don't say no. Let me just be campaigning. After this, I know you're a very busy man, but I pray that you will find time and come and encourage us, especially the sisters who are um, facing it, putting on the khaki and doing the work on home front. Yes, after letting us know um, the great work President Sako is doing, and somebody like you, I can't just talk, somebody like you behind him and the great men of valor and integrity in khaki uniform who are working to see that we defend homeland, home front. It's so encouraging to talk to you and to listen to you talk. I just want to. You started out by outlining some of the things that concerns our president, President Sako. He's human. We have our left and our right side. So I will still want to ask you, in general, apart from the work, the Amazonian war, Amazonian crisis, and everything. What do you think about President Sako as a whole? What do you really think of him?
When it comes to President Sako, I'm not a judge, no, a psychiatrist or a psychologist to paint his character or his behavior. But I like the assignment and the challenge that he gives to my department. I like the assignment. Sometimes I'm not a politician, so to choose a particular word to describe somebody is a challenge to me. But I like the assignment that he gives my department. Say take command and take control on the ground, and that's exactly what we are doing. President Sako will see something before us and guide us and educate us. And there have been times that I've made some decision, and the same Mr. President, he said, "No, Pa, we're not going to go like this," and he will give me all reason why I would not have to go like that, and I keep it that way. And I call on all ambassador people. Even if you disagree with him, there are certain things when you discuss with your president, you die with it in your mind and in your heart, as long as he saves the revolution and push us forward. If he kicked me out of the government today, I will not come and say he did this. If you look at it, I never called Bishop John what they did in certain things. I never called. Because those are military operations that must be concealed with you and you die with it. So when it comes to President Samuel Sako, what he's doing, his priority is to make homeland free. He has said it and he's still saying it over and over again. He's always looking for a way to better us all. He's looking for a way to safeguard homeland. You see him, he called Lava Storm 1, Lava Storm 2, Lava Storm this, to make sure that things are being done well. If it's somebody else, he could have been discouraged that, oh, this happened like this happened like this. Let me ask you a question, Mara. You are a lady. If you're a woman, you have a miscarriage, should you give up or still try for another child? That's why women are
I go
successful.
try.
So,
Oh,
President, that's why women are successful. So whether I will not call enablers nor coup plotters, they are called distractors and blood-sucking machines. Whether they come in and do what they can do or do what they want to do, President Sako have come to stay. The Bazana people will keep him at this time. I've never used the language, and I will never use the language that President Sako is a President Tilboya. No, it's not a good language to use. At this moment, at this time, he's our leader, and so will it be. That's the language I'm going to use. Because why? He's serving the country. At any time that he will see that he's not for the country anymore, he can be replaced and changed. But at this time, today, March 2022, President Samuel Sakwe Kome have not been removed. He has not been impeached. He's our president who's going to sit and negotiate until he misbehaves. At this time, Ambazonia, we are behind him. We'll be with him and guide him. He will make some mistake, we'll correct him. We're going to make mistakes, he's going to correct us. And we're going to move till we get to Boya. That's what I can talk about his character. The one, when it comes to the character, I'm not his wife. The wife will be the one to give you more answer on that. They stay in the same house, they see each other. I'm a servant to the country first, and then to President Sako second. I'm here to serve Ambazona people. Whether President Sako is there today or not, that's not my cup of tea. My cup of tea is too. Whoever is in charge, at this time, you people have chosen him to be in charge of us, and I'm going to take the order from him and execute it to fullest. If they remove him and put you, Marashal, I'm going to take the order from you. I'm listening. I'm a servant to the Ambazona people first.
And the removal should not be done in the ghetto. It should be done maybe
in a
legally
clandestine
and
manner.
not based on our
I do not
constitution.
care a removal. We are not in any removing process here. We are at war. The people who are removing, they should go remove La Republic. That's the enemy at this time on the ground. Any distractor should go to La Republic and remove them on the ground in their county, in their local government area. At this time, President Zako is staying focused. We shall stay focused, and focused shall we stay.
Thank you very much,
Wow.
Commander Willie. This
You
question,
can say,
Mara Sheikh, the same question I asked you, and you have added answers. It's like me and Mara Sheikh will sleep number one bed. Say they're not gonna move with sex tape one of these days, Mara Sheikh.
no, you know me, I don't be me used to know. If they move the sex tape, myself, I go move the real one what I be do.
You move
Now,
the
instead
real
of
one,
do
you
them,
put
go
them
do
there.
one. I go just go live.
Okay.
I just go
So
live.
you see, Commander Willie, we will just ask you the last question now so that we can receive Dr. Lobati, Dr. Ade, and Dr.
Yes, please.
Yaya. Get onto this very present issue now. The last question we will go for you. Maybe I'll take them back for grammar. Is what are some challenges you people face or you face as a person when it has to do with your department and the task that is given to you? What are some of those challenges? What do you think from government perspective can be done for an improvement or from the response of the Ambazonian people What should Ambazonians do? What should Mr. President do? What should we do as a collective? Thank you.
Yeah, one of the challenges that I'm going to say, it comes on the fighters on the ground. The fighters on the ground have failed us in one way. They have failed to burn the houses of La Republic people. They have failed to kill La Republic citizens. That's what they have failed me, Willie. When I give an order that all La Republic citizens should be wiped off, they failed to do it. I said burn the houses, they failed to do it. So that's where they have failed me, like the fighters on the ground. I don't know why. Whether somebody swear them traditional juju or witchcraft. That's where they fail. But when it comes as a challenge as a whole, they are doing a good job because the challenges that we have, we used to have a problem with sniper squad. We have a sniper squad now. We have a popcorn squad at this time. We have a demolition squad. We have a fire brigade squad. And some of these squads, they are being carried out by certain local LGAs that I talked to. And we assign certain people. But now it's a finance to give them individually so they can carry out those tiptoe projects and tiptoe programs. They not give the money to me. Sometimes people talk to me individually, and I tell the LGA person to talk to, and that money is directed to that place, and we see result. All of us are happy with that result, all those results. We don't know how it come. Our government is not President Sako. Our government is all of us. If it not give money, action will not be carried out. So if you run to President Sako to go get money, did you give money to him? If you give money, their money will be given back for action to be carried. We will take time to thank silence donors who are in this revolution. They don't talk, but the action on the ground is being felt. That people give to me, do not forget, I do not announce their name, but I report the account, the amount that I collect from individual to my Victorine. That is documented. So if I die tomorrow, we will get to Boya. There are names of those people who are silence donor. The name will appear on the list of silence donor project. We have programs that we are carrying on the ground. If I'm sitting here, there's a program in Mezam, a bridge that is supposed to be cut in Momo, then I can talk to that LG chairperson, we can secure the person, and when we secure the person, the commander can go carry the action. Some operations is just one-man show. Some operations is two people. Some operations is a team. Whatever, it depends on the need. And that action is being carried out. When it comes to challenges, Ambazona people, they fall for cheap, what we call cheapskate. They just fall by any noise. It's like you go to the market, this woman is selling meat, buy fish, buy goat, buy chicken. They begin to move their head. Stay focused. You go to the market, what do you want to buy? If it's rice, go to Mommy Rice and buy your rice and get out. You are an ambassador and you need independent. Is that true? Yes. Put money to your LGA. Achieve your independent and get out. Let the rest be making the noise. As I say, the other people who are trying to overturn or overpower the government by La Republic people, their national anthem is Dr. Sako. They will be singing it. Why will be singing Homeland Free at last? That's all I have to tell you, sir.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Commander Willie. You want to welcome those people in. Maybe you want to give me the contact. Let me contact them and connect.
Wait, let me I get signal say they don't already they ready.
Okay, fellow Ambazonians, ladies and gentlemen, as we ensure get the three doctors connected and to join this segment of our broadcast, I'd encourage you to continue to share. We have an hour to be with you, an hour more. And during this time, the experts will be telling the victims, particularly in the environs of Victoria, what is the emergency, what is the fastest and the cheapest remedy, therapy that you will need, not so that you're not a victim or your life is not wasted because of the cholera epidemic in our homeland. The source is yet unknown, but science has more to tell us tonight. So we asking the technicians, if these people are alive, just bring them on the screen. Commander Willie,
Thank
you
you.
may want to give a closing remark as we take you up.
Yes, I want to take time to thank the world, and I want to take time to tell the world that under the leadership of President Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome, we Ambazona is a country with an anthem. Ambazona is a country with a flag. Ambazona is a country with a government. Ambazona is a country with a system. When they choose, whoever they choose to go sit behind and they do dialogue or negotiation, is dead upon arrival. The interim government of Ambazonia have 61 local government area. Each local government area is managed, supervised, and observed or coordinated by the LG chairperson. Some women, some men. We have a local government area. We have a county coordinated by county coordinators. Some coordinators are men and women. Our women are equal to us. We're equal to them. I will have a house of ambassador, interim house of representatives that represent the 61 LGA. We still have work in progress. And as such, we want to let the international community know any backdoor talk without this interim government is dead upon arrival. If you sit somewhere and you sign any document or you forge the document of President Samuel Sako says for one Cameroon, we're going to fight and fight. And then in the days ahead, if you're in La Republic, I feel sorry for you because you're not going to get a paycheck anymore. The rest is history. As you are closing their banks, other companies in La Republic will be closing. And the fighters on the ground, Mami and Papa, them want to take time to thank you. One bring this challenge. Say anybody where you go to say this so one Cameroon, you talk at Ome Pago stay for your own day. All the people that run the mob, they try for sell us. When I don't see, when I will get be punished, when I say I will not get play for sleep, when I join the refugee them. Anybody they don't burn a house, they are paying at that. Well, I replica, you can't burn them. Some of them don't burn a house, so that people will go another money on a bill. Shame for una. I want to thank Mami and Papa them, or they support us. For those where we don't head with our feelings. Now, thank you boys them. Mami, they can't thief na cocoa, no be na ambassador fighters them. When I pick them, never thief. Now that boys for you on the way, probably I said that we are thank you, they can't thief cocoa, thief planty, rape people them. But we're going to fish them out and we're going to wipe them off. May God bless you all. President Sako, the guide we have to go for Boya. To God be the glory. Thank you and out.
Thank you very much, Commander Willie. Marashe.
Yeah, Commander Willie, thank you very much. Thank you. It was awesome, really a privilege and an honor to have you talk, to have you come, have created time to come to the horizon on this very special time. And your outing is so timeless because it's something that people really needed all the time. The Amber Focus, and that you are today on the horizon. I want to thank you. And as I said before, please, this was special. You will come on behalf of the mothers, on behalf of our sisters that are putting khaki so that they will know that their own big man don't can talk for them. We really appreciate you and we thank you. Words cannot really express how me personally, how I feel about you just being here talking. You know, it's not like listening to you on audios. Just having you face to face, one on one talking is a plus. And I would really appreciate to have you and thank you very much for the time and may God bless you, guide you, support your family as well, bind you together and l- let you hold tight your wife and your children so they know that they have a wonderful husband and a wonderful dad doing a great job for
My
a great
picking,
nation.
they don't know, they
Thank
don't know
you.
the two me I dey do. My picking don't know what me I dey
No,
do.
no.
My work remain for me.
Ah,
No, my
now
woman don't know
you
what I dey do.
feel
My work remain for me and the country.
no, but they see you know when you dey talk so. They know say their papa did do something,
No,
even though they know the
no, the room,
inside
no, no,
inside.
no. When I dey talk, they know they be inside my corner. When they come for humanitarian, then they go to participate.
Now the thing that thank you. That is the daddy.
All
You
right, thanks
know
a
how
lot.
you hold the head.
So, so,
Thank you very
so
much in
I would
whatever
like
way.
the studio to confirm who is behind the stage. If we have any of our guests behind the stage, please you can
Okay,
bring them up
I'll be
so that we can start the discussion right away.
okay, guys. I'll be signing out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Comrade
Yeah,
Paddy,
Mara share.
nobody will talk say me will try for all this plenty talk where Commander Willie don't can tell we so.
Olema
It really
grandma
be say
mo
me
talk
first
anana for
more talk announce
mo
for
talk the
country
thing
talk.
nana for quantity talk. Yes, people
Mm.
really watch we. Commander don't really don't talk. I don't think say we will get plenty thing will be add for it way Commander we talk. Um, it just be good me we know who it is. Commander Willie, you need for just sign out. Just go one time because you don't switch video. They like say you still dey safe. So
Sorry.
we would like for know you need for just sign out completely. We will know what will happen.
Yes, that.
Yeah, just sign out. Come on, go. Would still know so you did it. You don't switch na video off. Yes, as they talk, they go. You define Amazonians we watch we home and abroad. This na important program where if I will handle them. When I don't see how we the other day So one come way when man call am call something epidemic. The means on sick way don't be widespread, but when it just come for short time and it no go last for long. Maybe sometime the day we na seasonal na for na because seasonal reasons the way you see that kind of sickness dey. Many reasons the way you see that kind of sick like that one like the cholera way they so. But you get preventive measures the way if you help me the sick no day and now you don't bring all the expert way that they are available today. May they talk. We hope say the feed if we technician with the watch way. If any of these people would not okay, from the hint where they
No,
get a right here, it is sure say
you don't
none
believe
of these
them.
people will succeed to connect. Mara share the me. Ma yeah, it shows say none of them don't succeed to
I dey
connect.
hear you.
So we'll go ahead for talk and then give those details because yesterday we mommy them we start some fund drive for people the one for they call them say cholera relief and people wey want support women them. So we go conclude now we go for that. But before the one go, I believe say Marasha you get something we go talk. Cholera, Doctor he go count talk for we 5 minutes before we close. You be muted, Marasha. You be muted.
Okay. I dey
Yeah.
wan salute all we mommy and we papa and we pikin them. Even the people that were that is sorry for this work wey we dey do am for Ambazonia, so we dey salute them. Commander Willie just comot for here talk say silent donors dem dey. Person no know them, but that time wey we go reach for Boya na that time wey we go see people dem before we know say that mean say you be the just the worker you so you be the do the work. Na the thing that way as wey this cholera don break out, all we know wetin be cholera. Cholera dey kill. E even kill pass sef even this COVID wey dem talk say e dey outside wey e don threa ten lives dem for America wey plenty people don die. We know when cholera attack people dem that time dem for Moyoka, for Otiko, Victoria, all that side dem. When that kind person die, dem no even just wait one day. Una sef know time no dey for coffin, dem dey just take na big wrapping, dem wrap am inside, dem just go carry am go bury am. Make I tell you the painful part wey e dey inside this thing wey dem call am say cholera. How you just see a person go die sef, you know dem no give 1 minute for even look the person because if you wait, the thing fit spread. Dem no even do laying of corpse, nothing. Dem just wrap am sef na inside wrapper, dem go bury the person. But thank God say this time wey dey say even Bible say in the latter days knowledge go improve. Knowledge don improve wey medicine, hospital, pharmacist, all the people dem wey dem dey do wine man medicine, dem don create, dem don invent medication dem wey e dey fit help for cholera. Even simple measures dem dey wey person fit still undertake am for even prevent this cholera. E dey, but for the fact say sometimes e be wey you no dey fit prevent anything when e don already be in place, you go only dey try dey find way how I fit help the person so that make the person no go to extreme, make the person no die. So na the thing that way yesterday when we be there for town hall meeting, people dem don donate money. We go put una for here the payment platform wey any person wey go like for be silent donor, e go only just put im name, e wan for dey write am. We no go call your name for here say oh you don call, you don talk. If you want, we go call your name. But if you wan just build that silent donor say na you help like 100 people dem, make dem not just die for this cholera, you just take that cash app, that Zelle number, that PayPal number quietly, you just pay your money you dey say papa God the money wey I dey pay am so may e help, because they go need sugar for that dehydration solution wey all we don forward am for with different forum dem. I sure we don forward am for our people dem for home front, telling dem say na so you fit prevent am, na so you fit prevent am, but you no know you whether that person get sugar, you no know whether e get salt, you no know whether e get lime, you no even know whether e even get that clean water sef for take am go even start make that solution dey. So na the thing that wey we dey try for talk say we go put that payment link for here so that you go fit give some small thing, any small thing. From yesterday we be say $10, but people dey be someone dey be even give 200, someone dey give 300. E dey na with you. Silent donor, loud donor, choose the one wey you wan be today. But before we wan go dey collect the money, make una think how dangerous this cholera dey. Some video dey wey dey show am. Me sef I get heart, I used to look things dem so tey even if na one wey dem dey shoot person or dem dey kill person, but that video for that cholera I no be fit look am.
Yeah.
You see as person dey go in for place wey toilet no dey, go do e waste. You see the other place where water no dey, the water dey pass and another mami just go carry the water, dey bring am for e house. You see some other pikin just go dey move e waste for corner some place, fly don go land on top, fly land for there, we run go for house. Na so dem don fry small puff puff, e go stand on top that puff puff. You see small pikin dem dey play ball. This one wey just comot for just do e waste, e take e ball go dey play with e friend dem, na so dem pass am. All this thing wey we say loud donor and anonymous donors, when we go put that payment link for here. HSS together with the LGA HSS representatives dem, we go use this donation wey you go donate, so we go reach out to the people for give them some preventive measures. We go fit buy them soap, we go fit buy them Dettol, we go fit buy them eau de javel, we go fit buy them the water and the sugar and all those things, and the lime, so that they go fit use am may e no reach to the place where we no want. While people that already die, while people that they already suffer enough, especially just imagine say e go break out for the orphanages the way they dey for Tico, they dey for Victoria. How we go do? Because this one dem orphan, for example, na people the way they not get them mommy, they not get them papa, na some good-hearted men and women, they don't just take them put them for one place. But the good thing na say, like the women's department, we get connection with orphanages the way we work with them. So even as we thought say support women, support the cholera program, so much so that the women's department together with the HSS, they go fit talk say, okay, may we visit our orphanages them so that may this demonic disease, on a disease, on a which one may not, on a virus, on a which one may not go
Anywhere where it come out, make it not
anywhere
make it
where
just
it
go
may
every day.
not reach. Yes, may not go reach there. So now why that way we'll be talking, say they say women cholera.
Now I
So
want
we be
ma
begging.
just talk so small thing mame Mara shared.
Mhm.
Yes, Mara share say any play will come out. But ma talk small a little bit about the science. I never be a medical doctor. But at least I know say tawa be primary school and secondary school they begin to teach we. Even you be good science student, not Mara
Mm.
share. They begin to teach we some small thing about one very basic way for avoid any sick way, the one way they call as a bacteria infection. Whether it infect na you na externally or internally, now for be hygienic. Try to eat clean, try to drink clean or potable water. When they call about for grammar say potable water means that water way we don't feel water way no dirty, we dirty no dey. Now this sick way they call them cholera, na infection for belle for inside. So it give you push belle When you get them, you dey get plenty push belle. You know when you don't get that kind push way, you know fish you don't where you dey push. And when you dey push plenty, maybe that even that push go kill you. Now the fact as you dey push, your skin dey lost water. It dey lost plenty water. And one thing you get for nothing, I say man is skin fit naturally heal itself. But if you no get water for skin, for me your system heal you before you even take medication or medicine for the sick, you fit die. So one thing we will tell you when I hear ABC go produce promo for send out, the very quick thing we fit do, very cheap, simple. Now wait will tell you this small, you see small picking where don't push plenty, mommy they do, they go buy something for pharmacy, they call it Oracel. You get the local one where they do them. Oral, they call them for big grammar, 70. Oral rehydration. That means a natural way for make a me your body get back plenty water. Now, this method na very simple thing. How for do am? You go take 1 liter tangi of a supermalt. That will 1 liter, you know 1 liter. Any container, clean one. If I said when you don't even kind of situation, go buy water, said no take down bush. I know say some people they like to drink down bush. Even if you get and now say they call an everything and snake again for now it don't bad all the pipe they don't all rust they so water not even clean. You must make sure so when you get your water, you get clean white clothes. Do natural way for treat that water. Filter the water with white cloth. If possible, you boil them. Now if you now go through this process, when the water don't cold, then at the one way you want drink. What you go do now, I say you take 8 cubes for sugar, 8 cubes for sugar, level for teaspoon for salt. Put inside that water. That is half, and then you cut half lime, put inside that water, shake the water. They drink them as much as possible. If you drink another one finish, you continue for drink. So that's your system, they push out that your system, they push, you know, push the way you go to come out. You na rapply one time, just time one time. As your system, they push out that sick for you for outside. You drink that water, you drink them, that's so you go to get power. Then you go away. Now some simple way that way you fit handle that matter so that me die no come. Make time where your skin one fight the sickness. Me you know I weak plenty because that portion so it remove water for skin plenty. So you know you for drink water fine. But the other realization to make and I say me a system fit get to preserve a lot of water, take a lot of water back into your cells. For your cells and the thing the smallest component of the thing that make your body. I will fit talk again more, me man and shit talk. Man, that
my
thing no one
king.
let you finish the program today. Small time they
No,
go
you
put
know,
payment link for Dr. Yaya one me gonna give you small granite. Me send them, me they locate people where they don't get big victim with the matter, me they send them some small thing. Marashena, you be big tax collector for last night. So tell me how much or how it don't go wait when I don't receive and I know say money never small, I always need more. My papa talk say
say
money
we
never
be
flop.
sleep, we be sleep yesterday. Me I sleep 7 at this morning for 6 a.m. because and I never see yet. You know when I dey sleep now that time when America they dey wake up or when they wake up now when I dey sleep. So I never reach out to the people where they get access to the account where they tell we say this is how much we got. But the problem not be how much we get. The problem now say how we fit do reach out to the people then way because to the so many people where this disease they spread, they affect them. Where and for each and every one of us to clear our conscience for say I be give my own $5 time wey I be give my own $10, my own $20, $100 time wey cholera be break out because it wey we dey talk so not be small thing. E need only hold na pikin dem, na even mami dem, papa dem. Some picture dey I no know, some picture dey wey dey send am for me how wey na adults dem dey climb for bed. Mostly na dey lie down for bed, mostly our male our brothers. They just lie down for hospital, many of them. And if papa no dey house, who go ensure say pikin go carry clean water boil am? Me no dey house. Who go sure say pikin go carry the clean water drink? You know, and the place where like for Boya or for Tikosa where they go carry water, for some that my 14 water where it dey pass or down there. Water no dey flow like for Boya for how many months? People dey just dey there. I no know. Na a whole terrible thing. Water no dey flow. Sometimes you see some video how they will present you video where person go open the tap, na muddy water dey comot for tap. You wonder say how manage? So this cholera thing, we go call am say na man made or na just a natural occurrence. When water no dey flow all the time for permit people clean water, for fit clean the environment, for even get enough. So we dey beg people dem say before the doctors dey start even come for encourage us how to hold, how to prevent, how to like make sure say we sustain the people the way they still dey alive before the death rate start dey increase. We go appeal say our technicians they go first put payment link for up. Then when our doctors go come, they can add on to it wey we fit talk. I remember time wey we be small, person go wan do dehydration, you go fit do am through how they call am, soaking cold water garri. If you no fit drink that just that solution, you mix sugar and garri, you sugar, salt and garri, you drink so that you no too feel bad, because some people dey talk say I no fit just drink am so. It is nosaic. So you mix am for inside garri, you drink inside cold water garri, e go still help you. But make sure say yeah, the water wey you use am for your cold water garri, maybe na clean water wey you don process am, maybe you don use white cloth, you don boil am, you don put am for cold pot. That time for domestic science dem be tell we say you fit carry sand for outside, you put am make the water filter through, you create your own natural filter. You know, na the thing wey we dey talk, this country don too, these people they don too destroy our country in such a way that even those natural things dem wey we be learn am that time wey we be dey go domestic science for small, people don forget until they don bring us to a point where we cannot even know even to think of where do we get our water, wetin be the source of our water. So much so that way anybody can manipulate with our source of water, because power camp dey no dey again. That kind power camp water, I remember that time for Manfield, we be get some one day for up in the GRA. Na for there be the process water, I remember. So you wonder whether that station still dey there wey they dey do, they check the clean water, make the whole town get clean water. So, and for many other places then, where they get their own water reservoir. So they don't just confuse people their life way. People don't know how to even maintain the structures, the system where we be getting in our country that time. All those things. So the one reason why we dey fight now say for years say cholera breakout dey still dey occur for place wey dey like southern Cameroon, so Amazonia, with so many rivers, with so many affluents wey by now they for don already build water tanks, build water reservoirs in an advanced mechanized way, where this kind of where people dey for the process the water, they for the take care of the water, people that be employed where they take care of the water where they flow down to the city to the people. But we still there for place where people that they go for small river where I go talk as e dey. Now for this one that they go wash their clothes, now for this one that they go shit, now for this one that every kind thing then now for day. You go wash your clothes, whether
I
hire
say,
your own clothes there for your house. Now for there you
if
go wash
people
them.
want,
Whether na how
man,
e
you
dey
hear
o,
me?
na for there I had to hear you now.
If people want pay money, now na the payment details that they for screen. Where they put them for this everything. if people want give for this particular project, may they put say wetin?
Women and cholera. Women
Women
stroke
and cholera.
cholera.
Women
Yeah,
stroke
women
cholera.
stroke
Cholera.
cholera.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now Zelle account that for people we the one pay through Zelle. And it dey like say it be possible for me to also pay for PayPal, for use
Mm-hmm.
PayPal. And I will try for look at it. I will communicate with the finance person for give me details of PayPal. I will send the paper for una small time, or so that they go fit use even paper for do am. But man, I want use this opportunity more talk for people where they still there for around Victoria where they self no get this sick. If fine for know how to do for make sure say you don't get them. Not way like how when man you be talk for we. They will teach them for basic home economics. Some simple things they were supposed to do. You know, people they not even brush mouth fine. So number one thing we find for me we do, we get just about 30 minutes for closing program. Um, one fine thing we correct for do, make sure so you use clean water for drink, for brush your teeth, use clean water for wash even your skin, for wash anything, for wash pan, for wash food. And when you want make ice, make your water really be clean. Another thing that we very simple things. Do you want an easy thing to do now? Simple thing. At least for the time where that sick don't bad, for people where they want chop or rush, that one way you don't lay in a blocks, you don't want you want just no wash your hands. Any minute use hand sanitizer. Say, okay, man, no call that one, but people will not even get hand sanitizer. Just wash your hand, take your time, use better soap, scrub the hand fine, me really clean well. Wash your hand, make sure say the water clean, raise some fine, take your time. Another thing I say you give for one cook your chop. You cook your chop fine. Cook a meat done. Some people they way like na meat way no ma done fine. No, no be this kind time. You know, so if you get tapeworm to a tapeworm will give you another dirty. Take time, really cook the chop fine. If you want chop na vegetable like salad them way, I think so I will even advise me even avoid salad this time. But if you want chop na thing like salad, rinse am with better water way it clean well. Use vinegar, treat them fine before you make the salad chop them. So when you go for land train, you go do for land train, you know say no easy. Take your time, clean am fine. Not only wipe na wipe, clean wash am, wash the hair, wash all thing, wash skin, wash me your skin just clean fine. So now the small science that we may know for fit tell una. We be expect say Doctor Yaya for HSS go there can't talk, but I sure say surely still dey work. So in every meter we be expect Dr. Lemati
Um,
to for can talk.
Come,
Yes.
Padi, may we check now. May technicians check. Maybe they go feel bring usher in Dr. Ade.
Okay, if Dr. Ade did it, me come because me use this 20 minutes well for educate me.
While the payment link go the circulate, PayPal, Zelle, Cash App for America, Europe, you can use your PayPal, please. Nothing is small for our people. Cholera is real and cholera is killing around our Tico LGA, Miselele, all that area from Mongo Bridge coming down to Miselele to Tico, Mutengene, going down to Victoria, and all those things. Please, there's nothing that is small. Just use the link and be an anonymous donor or be a noise making donor. If you want to let us know, you let us know and we call your name out here that you have given so much to support our suffering people. As if it is not enough, we are running away from war. How could somebody with a dehydrated body be running away? How do you do it? This is an opportunity to even like eliminate our people, because there are reports that when these people they come for hospital, what did they do? They dey say valaba, Moi, je suis fatigué. You know, they use all this language. They tell them, say, me, they go. Attendez là-bas. You know, they tell them, oh, now go wait for this sermon. Now, before you want to know, your person don't die. Before you want to know, because they rush, then go for have 1 mile hospital for Victoria. They take them go for other places. Then, you know, when that kind of thing break out, people they need no way to for do. They need no way to don't befall them. So they rush now to hospital before the people who don't know the symptoms and they know say now wait till this way they go on. They will just be threatened, and why that way many people who don't lost lives. So we dey call upon our people say make we try for prevent this our people. Make we the prevention we say prevention is better than cure. We dey try now the way we make the people dem make death not be their portion. Make dem not die some kind die wey we for fit help dem prevent am. So any little thing wey you fit support dem, wey they go buy this items to make the dehydration solution is well appreciated and is welcome. You know, and maybe I no go fit be a very good fundraiser, but all we understand the meaning when they say some person they really sick in the hospital, e need your support. Bad as e bad how you go move the small thing wey dey. E better for say make we buy medicine when person dey hospital than for keep the money go buy canopy. Small time dey wan go say na me I go buy coffin. Coffin na how much? 500,000. The musician wey go come play na 1 million. The reef wey we go carry am for go put am for the place na 200,000. The you know, before you wan then the people wey dey go pay transport for go for the place, they go plenty money, but wey na something wey if you be consider all these things, you just give $20, $30, maybe e for save us all the air ticket the way we wan go, all the coffin, all those things. Not be say person no go die o, no, na road for everybody, but for thing wey we fit prevent am, e find say make we do something. Find say make we do something when the cry is coming. So brothers and sisters, abeg, on behalf of our suffering people, already suffering people, may we put our hands for pocket, do the needful. Please. Yes. So this is the appeal from HSS and from the women's department. We are appealing because we want to reach the orphans, we want to reach our IDPs, we want to reach any other person that has been infected, any person that is affected, and we want to also reach as many that we can prevent from even contracting this thing that is already out there. It is deadly and it is real. So it's not like what COVID said, government go take charge for COVID. COVID. Some people say, COVID na one man sick. But this one, it don't enter our house now. What we go do? Nothing should don't quiet. We have to do wait where we get to do for help our people. Because cholera, the killer, it is sweep. I beg. But the king, you dey hear me so?
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to apologize for those that are watching Marashel, and I apologize even for you because I coordinate even newsroom and then they coordinate the producer, the program. For make sure that if you bring Dr. Ade, me he get just about 15 minutes for talk with me. Dr. Ade, I hope you hear we you did already at the background, you hear we very soon you will be there. We're doing a lot of things at the same time. And since we are restructuring, the restructuring will take us a long time. This is something that was built for 4 years. And somebody took a few weeks to destroy it. So it's going to take us time to put some things in place and so that everything will be moving smoothly. Bear with us as we are doing that. Marashel, as I talk, the go fine. Now, I want to remind people, say now the payment that for platform for the you use the Zelle, the The PayPal na Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation. PayPal Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation. PayPal Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation. So when you use that PayPal for Ambazonia Broadcasting Corporation, you will pay the money. As when Mara share talk, Mara confirm some of these details for program for tomorrow's program. They already go out. So Secretary of State for Community Mobilization don't already send up for me. I will read them for una before we come out. But make a be sure for these payment details so that I will read them for una. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Doctor. You are here. Can you hear us?
Loud and clear,
Please, the floor
Government
is all yours.
Paddy.
Just take the
Thank
stage.
you.
You have about 10 minutes and over to just lecture the people on what to do with this cholera. We're sorry for the technical hitches and we apologize for those that are watching us for the late coming. Just talk for people as best as you can, but make them know exactly how we'll go about this.
Thank you, Comrade Paddy. I hope I be audible. I see myself for picture well, and
Yes, you'll be
be
very
like I
audible.
get echo too. All right. Thank you. Um, Secretary of State for Health Services, Dr. Yaya, invite me to make a come we story today on some health issue, and that health issue now cholera. Cholera be very sad because nothing way is not supposed for the occur. And before I start for go inside for talk, I want to salute all we listeners, all people the way they tune in for be with we for ABC Amber TV tonight for ground for home front. Excuse me for going back to that old word. For home front, all we listeners all around the world. Because last time we have a get program, when I was surprised, we get international listeners too. Way some them call me privately, and I really thank them, and we get very nice conversation. With technical team, of course, will not be forgotten. When I do work night and day across with different time zone them, say make home front get with programs them loud and clear. I'll be very thankful to una. And I want to thank all the brothers and sisters everywhere on the home front and in the diaspora. I get for talk about some very nice analogy way it become for we during we recently concluded ASSC2 for Washington, where one of we international guest speakers then be talk say we for this we interim government, for this we struggle, we represent the umbilical cord. Make some person help me. Umbilical cord for Pidgin Awiti again. Yes, but it be clear. Umbilical cord, where it link home front and the diaspora. Not be everybody fit come for ABC Amber TV for come bring a contribution. Plenty other ways than they will. Plenty of we the try for serve like that umbilical cord for transmit resources, not be only financial, we dey transmit also the thing them way we sabi with human resources for home front too. What? So now, when we get this burning health issue, cholera today, we get for make sure, say we not forget, for remind we people for home front especially, because now for they the problem they, what they fit do for help themselves. You see, when I say cholera na simple illness for vomiting and diarrhea, wey dey kill person, adult and child, very easily and very fast. May I just give una some small background knowledge. When you hear that word cholera, and then you hear water, they almost sound the same. They be connected somehow. Why? Human being, your body, adult, old person like myself, have been made up of at least 60% water. Small pikin before your first birthday, na 80% water approximately. So this water, we no fit joke with them. And then if you go look am again, fine. May I talk this one so I make we will not forget because it be very important. We brain na 80% water. So water be very, very important, starting from the brain. The next important organ for person is skin, na e heart. That heart be made up of 70 to 80%, say 75% water. So the first place where all water for we skin get to be, na for we brain. For make we fit talk, we fit see place, we fit stand, we fit waka. Na we brain fit think. So why this one be important? Na because for that sick way they call am cholera, self. Na sick way person in body it lost water in little or no time. Person go just wake up so all of a sudden, and this one na be eyewitness. Wake up all of a sudden when the thing where they cause that cholera, it don't incubate inside your skin. We dey call am microorganism, germs. When they don't multiply inside your skin, that time when they multiply, you know they know say you get sick. But in a very short process, a few hours to about 2 days. And then all of a sudden, you go just notice say you vomit. And you know the vomit na small. You vomit like say the open tap. And then at the same time, you dey purge. And not be small one. Purge everything wey dey inside your belly. If person be don't get purge and vomiting before, wey no be cholera, but wey strong, wey within a space of about 2 hours, you don't go toilet like 4 times, you go agree with me say, when you don't go that toilet like the 4th time so, you wan comot for day, you go the whole place for waka because you no fit stand straight. So it really bad for cholera because as you don't go that 4th time so, it not end for day. Even if you fall for down because you no fit hold yourself straight up, you go still the vomit and you go still the purge. Now there way bad because you fit die one way they call am sudden death. Why would they call am sudden death? For medical field, we dey talk sudden death even when sick whole person is sick die within less than 48 hours. That one for we na sudden death. But for cholera, the moment where you start purge, you dey vomit, if treatment not dey, you fit die in less than 4 to 6 hours. So that one really bad. Why? Because like I talked before, we brain will be made up of about 80% water. If you check, say, each time when you vomit, you shit, you don't lose about 5% of your body weight. Take person weigh na 70 kilo. 10% na how much? 7 kilo. 5% na how much? 3.5 kilo. So if you shit, you vomit at the same time, now already 3 kilo don't go. He do am so 4 times, we fit calculate am sef. We see say he don loss plenty. And then inside his skin for his head, wey na his brain na 80% water, if he lost 5% of that water for a brain, he go start be dizzy. He go no fit waka straight. If he lost again another 5%, one reach 10%, either he go get epileptic fit or he collapse. And then he no go fit talk. He no know where e dey. The eye don turn, don dark. People dey talk for a corner, he no dey hear. He dey dream na how wey dey go some waka, how wey sleep the holy. And if he sleep that sleep, that one fit be na end. Wetin we fit do make that one not happen? Now I go come talk about treatment. And then after I talk about treatment, I go talk about prevention. And then Comrade Paddy and Mara Shewe, maybe they're here, they fit ask me question them. Or una fit call in. Because it is always better say make person talk. The thing wey interest people them, and the thing wey interest people them, that one way it come in the form of question. So for treatment, make we assume say we did everything they fine. You don't fall sick. They don't carry you quick, bring you for hospital. Wait doctor go do. Or healthcare personnel, not even doctor them. People they don't train them. Because when that kind sick come out so, they usually talk say na epidemic. Another word that I want to use, I might be forget for talking, epidemic. Because cholera no dey come na year one. When plenty people they sick the same time, they call them epidemic inside some society, inside some place people in there. So for some village, for some town, for some country, for some county, for some country, they call them epidemic because it all of a sudden affect plenty people. So if that kind of thing don't happen, people that for healthcare centers and hospital, they usually know, and then they be ready. Each person will come, the first thing they do, na say, that water where your skin, they lost them so, make them replace them. Quick. Then I will tell you some secret for that water where they give them, where they replace them. We all, time we will be this small picking, we don't dey cry, right? Kata dey comot for we nose, that one way dey clear like water so, right? With tears and with kata, they get some taste. Remember, that taste, it dey like say it is sweet, and it dey like say salt dey there. That one, na the water wey dey for we skin, wey it don't dissolve salts them wey they be important for we body. We eye dey use that water for clean itself and for make the eye moist, may e not dry, and then crack, we go blind. We nose dey use that water for make itself moist, so that make we breathe fine. But when it come out plenty, it start run down, we enter reach we mouth, we taste them for we tongue, we say, it is sweet. It be like say salt dey right. Now that kind of water wey dey get them for health center and for hospital them, they get for give cholera patient very, very fast. Very fast. Sometimes they go put you 2 drip them, one for left hand, one for right hand. Sometimes they go even stand there, they press the bottle, if not plastic bottle, so that make it enter your skin quick, 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 quick. And then, like say, they don't wake up for morning time, they go water tomato way, it don't dry for garden. You want to see the leaves, they start fresh again. Now, so, if they give that water in time, that person, it go feel better. But the sick still there for his skin. That cholera germ is still there for his skin. So what did they do? They fit give some antibiotic wey fit help. When I don't hear about maybe tetracycline or the soap or something like that. But that will not be the most important thing. Because if they continue to give that water, your body fit fight that cholera germ. You get you well after 2 to 5 days, where you not take that antibiotic. So we see say that water be very, very important. So for people them way they know say cholera don't enter for their village, for their quarter, for their town, they get for be very fast thinking and for recognize say cholera dey and wait the fit do. I no go talk prevention now. I'll talk treatment, because treatment, when emergency they will not go exercise snake come out. With the first treatment, the snake bite. So the first thing for do, when you don't get your first diarrhea or your first feeling like vomiting, you get for start, even if you vomit, for drink. We dey talk say if you vomit, you drink like, if you weigh like 70 kilos, you don't vomit, you get for drink like 500 half liter of that salt sugar water. Be careful, that water get for be very clean. This place we dey there so we get name them for water. The first quality for water, they call them drink water quality. Water wey person fit drink am. Any place where you pass, you see water dey flow, they will write notice put and they say this one not be drink quality water. So that make you know if it dey flow free of charge for corner road or anywhere. Even though you see am, it look like say a clear pass some of the one way they come out for some way, tap them. But they dey write am for they say this one not be drink quality. Drink quality water, now you must get you get used to. Say drink quality water, you go use am for make your solution for treat your cholera with am. When you don't get that drink quality water, that one we go talk am for prevention. You go add, take like 1 liter. You take teaspoon, flat teaspoon. You take teaspoon, you take salt, you take knife, you clear the top part. Then the remaining part inside that teaspoon, you put that inside that 1 liter water. Then you add 6 cubes of sugar inside. You mix them. That one with lemon or citron, it not be very important, because if you make a person go to waste time, you just start to drink that one. If you fit get lemon or citron, you cut them into 2, you press 1/2, you put that inside, fine. You do am. This talk where they talk so, not be new thing. Na thing where they be discover am since the 1970s them. We don't use them, but somehow we dey forget. So now the reason that why they talk am. So if you be small pikin, if you be papa, you be mama, small pikin don't come. It don't purge, it don't vomit. Each time we vomit, you say that pikin about 20 kilo, right? Okay. That 20 kilo, you give like 200 milliliters for that water may drink am. And then you do watch it. When you go shit come, he drink am. He vomit again, he drink am. The thing wey dey there na say, as he dey drink am, so e dey taste like that your tears, and e dey taste nice, because na the thing that way your body need am for keep you alive at that time. If you no dey sick, e no go taste nice for you because you no need am. But when your body dey hungry that water and that salt, you go feel the taste like say na adult wey like beer, e don take e first beer after e don work sweat. So na so e dey taste for that time wey the body need am. So for continue for be awake and alive, each time wey you vomit, you drink am. Each time wey you purge, you drink am. Adult, you drink like half liter and more. Small pikin, you say na about how many kilos the weight dey. You multiply by 10. Pikin wey na 15 kilo, 3-year-old pikin, 15 kilos multiplied by 10, 150, right? 150 milliliters. Na teacup size that. He drink am. Even if he purge 8 times for that day, he drink that quantity every time wey he purge. Even if he not chop, he go still dey in a good condition wey una fit dey look you, dey talk for you, dey answer, una dey watch you. If he don be say he don purge sotey e no, that one he dey drink am so e no correct, he start tire. That time una fit begin look doctor, say dem fit add medicine for day or make una do how. But very important, pikin dem be very robust, dey be very resistant. If they dey drink am, then they chop something like banana wey be light for digestion, or they chop mango, they chop pawpaw, they boil rice, e really done, e soft. They not over put strange thing there inside, a bit of salt, a bit of oil. They cook am overdone.
Dr.
Chop
Ade,
am. Yes,
Dr. Ade, yeah,
right. Are you here?
we don't exceed our time by 10 minutes, but maybe you still get like 7 minutes for round up. Sorry for that.
Thank you.
We'll start the program a little bit late, but the talk will really be so interesting. I hope tomorrow you will join we on the live special coverage for inauguration. So that before inauguration, we will talk on different issues. We'll do live 2 hours before inauguration. We'll talk on different issues. Will we take advantage on that for educate again with people then? So maybe you get the next 5 minutes for round up so that we close the program.
Yes, thank you, Comrade PD. I will
Comply.
comply.
All right.
Thank you.
So we don't talk about this treatment
treatment
and
and
home
home
treatment
treatment
especially.
especially.
So
So
when
when
you
you
reach
reach
for
for
hospital,
hospital,
doctors
doctors
they
they
be
be
now
now
very
very
careful
careful
for
for
check
check
complications
complications
the
the
way
way
they
they
fit
fit
occur
occur.
when
When
water
water
no
no
be
be
enough
enough
for
for
your
your
body.
body,
Echo
echo
dey
dey
right?
right.
Una
Una
dey
dey
hear
hear
echo?
echo.
I don't put off everything.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So doctors they want make sure say sufficient water dey for your skin, because check you. Sorry, this the host has been has disconnected, or you were unable to connect.
Yeah. Sorry. Um. That sorry that we lost Dr. Day. I don't know why. Or this internet is having issue. Can you hear me,
Can you hear me,
Harry
Harry
King?
King?
Right.
Right.
Yes,
I
I
ma'am.
think
I
think
I'm
hear
I'm
back.
you.
back.
Okay.
Can I
Okay, doctor.
continue?
Yes, continue, doctor. You still get at least 3 minutes.
So for the doctors then, if complications then dey, na time wey doctor go be active for look the complications and treat them. But I assure you, 70% of cholera cases, una go treat them for house with this thing we would call them oral rehydration. We picking them today be very smart with internet. If somebody forget the formula, he just Google am oral rehydration. He go see am. It not be complicated. And for we talks them and for we health centers them, we health personnel, they know them. So with 70% of the cases taken care of, now we will go for prevention. Prevention na wetin? Say make we avoid contamination for get this cholera germ. First of all, make we source of drinking water, make it clean. You know, we go for go wash your hand. You take water where a big cholera infested, you wash your hand there, you think so you don't do something. Or you want chop mango, you wash them with cholera infected water, you think so you don't do something. Better you know wash your hands, better you know wash the mango. You take banana, you open them carefully, you chop the banana, you throw it in kanda, you no need for wash hands. So what you want talk for here and I say, when epidemic day like that cholera one so, avoid things where they not cook them, avoid fruits where they not get kanda, where it go make you touch the part where you want chop am, because now there you go get trouble. And then the thing where we people they know they do am, where are they really sorry. When I don't see people that they turn up for corner road, they sell soya, they sell mimbo, they chop the soya. Who said they go peace? When they go peace, who said they wash their hand? And then if they not only peace, they do some other heavy duty. How they go clean themselves? So na very na that kind thing them way when to read the sweet, people they forget their environment where they dey. They feel make mistake. And then they come up for day, they carry that mistake, go house, go game for every other person. So make we
You
be
know, easy.
very careful. Be very careful, like they talk. Not only how we mop the worker, but how we put them to the worker and how we handle the worker. All these things that they mean to make person be very, very alert. Hygiene. So clean water is hard. I don't hear we talk about the problem them forget clean water for the environment. And no doubt this sick the come na time where dry season don't come make place then dry so they water supply be scarce. People that walk up and down. Then you want hear you say here's some person don't come for some area camp. They go make some celebration. From that celebration, that there the whole quarter fall, they start begin fall sick. Why? Because this sick day so, when it don't be for some place for a very long time, the people of that place that they get used to. And then one person if you come up for day, you go for another place where you signal done day, the people they not be used to. And then you want to see all of a sudden they start fall sick. And then now their way die they come. So make we be very careful at the way we with the worker too. And the kind water way we the use them. The kind places where people that they go toilet. Because now their
Yeah.
way problems that they come out. But I don't try
Thank you
for
very
hurry
much.
but I don't try for hurry up with my discussion. I think say I go leave and make question then come.
No, the
Thank
blame
you.
then are for we, and maybe we will connect you late. You don't talk for like 20 to 25 to 30 minutes. I feel so you don't really talk better talk. The talk we talk will really
Thank
help
you.
people. I hope tomorrow Mara Shek will bring you because Mara Shek will surely there with me for pre-inauguration time. So we'll get 80 minutes again for talk. For all Amazonian, I want to remind when I wait to watch, we send our payment details that for the relief program we woman them and HSS the one give them for people with that they suffer this sickness for ground for home front for Victoria. So I need for really practice this home front, you know, this nomenclature and the importance I need for really. Marasha, you want to give some closing remark for 1 minute, then we'll close the program.
I want just give closing remark. My paddy King, King, be a name suit you.
Thank you.
Um, um, we really appreciate the fact that we'll be able to get, you know, when they say something that's special, you really get to ready yourself because ABC TV never call anything special when it's not really this special. Any person where he be there with me from, might just say 6:30 amber time, you know, say don't really gain. Only the talk the whole talk and for here with Commander Willie. Hmm. Well, I don't beg you say, Mommy they go call him make come. So we pray say it go make time again for come. And this second phase where we bring Dr. Ade, he come don't educate me very well. Oh, I be very grateful. Even myself, I don't learn plenty things today for this cholera. I be very sad say when people they really go through this painful period, through war, lack of water, because sometimes you call Boya, Victoria, other side, they will tell you say like 2 weeks today they never see water, 3 weeks they never see water. And I see for Facebook some person they ask and say, Usa the water they say so they go get them for wash their hand, maybe first clean first. Still kind of precarious condition where were people that they live very difficult conditions. Not be say um these things will not be possible. Even though na dry season, at least this country don't stay 60 years, more than 60 years after independence. We for don't get ways them to walk up our water table, you know, deep your water table. You get boring machines that make them go provoke the water table where at least water not be for being an issue. Not before people that don't plant trees, they for don't plant trees then way if for the ecology, the system, before not the environment, for don't be nothing way if for the help us. But you see, we still dey backward because you there for some backward kind person where if they hold your hand, they leave you. They will say na they lead you. And I told the back Amazonians they say, no na try more come for the backwardness because cholera sef na some sickness the way dem need still talk am again for some other country because they don try to teach people the hygienic conditions there. You reach for some places there for Amazonia, water no dey even flow there. The small river wey be dey stay flow for there, e don dry up. The small place where things that be dey happen, e don dry up because why? There is no, they need to do some irrigation, they need to do
Mhm.
planting of trees, they need to encourage people, they only dey teach people how for know how for uh, uh, um, corruption, only for find way bribe their way through. Only you know the commonest one na say we can plant our own ginger, but they don manipulate us in such a way that whether na who dem dey don go packet grind ginger, dey pack am put am for powder form, dem dey put am for sachet dem, dem dey sell am for shop. And we too we dey
Mhm.
run for go buy na that their own ginger wey whether dey grind am wetin for which country sef, put powder dey
Yeah,
create the
we never know what it
aroma.
is.
Yeah, can take am put am for packet dey sell am for we. All we don just lazy, no man dey plant ginger again, no man dey plant
Yeah.
again garlic, you know. The whole thing na why that way this kind cholera go come for we because that's that mental slavery wey dey like for enslave us. Make we not think, make we not be innovative, for know how for use our own. Come for western wear here, go some person go tell you say e dey buy na organic, e dey
Mhm.
buy na organic food stuff. Organic na wey we will get am for down there. Abeg Amazonia, in as much as we dey fight this cholera so, make we try see how we fit join hand fight this devil make e comot for our own country.
Thank
Really.
you very much.
And then as wey Paddy King don talk, tomorrow na a very great day for Amazonia. Some talk dey wey I wan talk am for here about stigmatization, but I go talk this one tomorrow for our pre-launch. I'll talk that one tomorrow because news get to come in, no not take plenty of our time. Horizon one thank una for this very special day, one thank our special guest, Commander Willie and Dr. Ade, and technical crew. I thank una very much, and Paddy King with me on the front. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you
and
too.
our wonderful people on Facebook, YouTube, and on home front. We wish you guys all the best, and see you tomorrow at our inauguration of our House of Reps. We love you all, and stay resolute. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Myself, Amar, Rachel, and the newsroom. We hope to have some guests. We hope to have Dr. Ade, part of our guest tomorrow. We will start the broadcast quite early. Myself, Rachel, and the newsroom, Okpala and Star Smart. You're going to watch them. They're already in the studio waiting. Coming immediately, the news in the next 4 minutes from now. We're in,
Mhm.
uh, but then that's good. They're all waiting. So right now, the news immediately after the news ends by 10. Ethics for an emerging nation is coming right immediately after the news. So stay tuned with ABC Amber TV because we have a lot prepared for you tonight. You do not want to miss the news of today. The package is amazing. Thank you very much, Mara Sheh, for hosting me. Thank you. I think we're good to go.
You're welcome.
Bye bye and see you tomorrow. Dr. Ade, see you tomorrow.
Thank
Tomorrow.
you. Thank you. Yeah.
I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this.